Hello, everybody. How's it going? Let's go ahead and we're going to create a game, not join a game. And we get spammed, like normal. They're adding little random text at the end of it. I saw that. I hate the spam bots. Dear God. They're frustrating. Okay, but anyway, we were in Act 3. Last time we got a little bit of progress done. We didn't get the brain or anything like that. So we've got to get the brain today, the heart, we've got to kill the council, and we've got to kill Mr. Mephisto. We also have to bug our mercenary before we do any of that, because it's going to be a royal pain in the booty if we do not. So, yippee-ki-yay. Not yippee-ki-yoo, but yippee-ki-yay. Ha, Hugin and Munin. That is... I keep wanting to say it's a Mech Warrior reference, but it's actually a lore of a particular nation. Well, particular people. It's not even really... I don't think it would be considered a nation still, maybe? I don't know. But, anywho, it's a crow. I just happened... A raven, sorry. But my brain just immediately goes to the Battletech / Mech Warrior raven for some reason. How's it going, though? But let's go ahead, and we're going to go bugger our merc. Because, well, that's going to be a good thing. Odin's 2 crows, yeah. Okay. I don't know if they ever made a hero mech called Munin. But it was a... Let's go ahead and block that. But... yeah, for some reason my brain literally just goes into the... like... specific mechs that particular people in Mech Warrior drove. I don't know why. I think it's because I played that for so long. Which, by the way, the Raven was one of my favorite mech types, so people will probably hate me for that, because that's a lot of people's favorite, and it's very overused, but it's fine. So we'll go to the Slayer Jungle. Let's find ourselves the brain, because apparently I don't have one yet, because the caffeine has not finished processing. So that is a thing. Thankfully, we did get our mercenary, our Valkyrie fairly quick, so we should be okay. But don't you hate it whenever you do play a game and they actually have kind of like some of their things are from real world, not necessarily lore, but religions or beliefs or stuff like that, and it overrides the real knowledge you used to have about it. But it happens. I'm sorry. Oh, and hey, Travis, and thank you for the congratulations. I still have not decided what to do. I was not expecting to hit 10K until next week. So, yeah. Hey, Cody, how's it going? Have a good evening. I don't know if I'll do like a special 10K stream or if I'm just going to do a couple videos. The game collection one, oddly enough, was pretty popular. So, it got double digits. But the big one was, who is Alzorath? And I'm like, well, that's going to be a short video. Yeah, it was originally a religious symbol. Ah! God damn, I'm not doing well today. Let's go ahead and just smack all of them from afar. Because, frankly, it sucks. I really wish I could use my Go Mule online. I would so hoard a lot of the stuff that I see on the ground. But I can't, so I don't. So we'll identify that, see if it's any good. It's not, but it could be used on a Vengeance Paladin, oddly enough. Your vote was for an extra stream special. Yeah, I mean, I can do everything on that list. It's just a matter of time and planning and stuff like that, because for the extra stream special, that would be a little bit more planning, and it's one of the things that's definitely on there. On the short list... we can get better. Because that overrides 5% small charms. If you're wondering how I look at large charms, I look at it in its cost in small charms. If it's good for that, then we consider it, we might use it. But other than that, it's kind of like, nah. Oh, we got a boss mob there. And I really hate how everything seems to drop poison in Acts 2 and 3. I don't know if that bothers anybody else, but... yeah, it's one of those things that sometimes bugs me. But yeah, there's a lot of things that get... That's a co-opting of it for a group purpose, but as far as just, like, games using them, it really does just... It overrides it in my memory. Oh, hi. No. Oh, and he's just not immune to anything because he's naturally lightning immune. Ha ha. Oh, my. Okay, so let's see. I'm not sure which direction it's going to be. You're a terrible hoarder in D2, but you could flip from L to Zod with the right skills. It would take... Actually, if you did just L runes to make a Zod, it would take so long. But yeah, you can actually get up to a Zod rune relatively easy. Weirdly enough, Zod is far from the most expensive rune, despite being the, air quote, rarest. This is mostly because it's used in a lot of things. It's used in Breath of the Dying, which is a good rune word, but it's like second best kind of situation. It's really good, but it's very rarely the thing that you're going to be using best in slot. Usually that's going to be something like Grief, or trying to think of a... Sometimes Last Wish will actually be put in as a offhand on a Barbarian. And we are desyncing a little bit. I should probably check my connections. Oh, we've got another boss. Hey, Devil, how's it going? And I've been doing okay. Still dealing with the hives thing, but they are looking a little bit better. I'm on medication now instead of just creams. But yeah, they're frustrating. They don't itch anymore, though, so that's at least a plus. But let's go ahead and... Do we have bolts near us? No, we have arrows. I think this is probably going to be the right path. There was something I was going to do, and I am completely forgetting what I was going to do. I just know that we need to go down and get the other stuff. I haven't been playing my online characters very much lately. I've been playing single... Hey, there's our bolts. But I've been playing single-player characters a lot, just doing my little test runs. I should do some of those on camera, just so people can see what the unholy deuce I'm actually doing. And we got double shaman bosses. Yay! So that means there's a lot of drops in there. We got all the full rejuves off of that. Good lord, but no rares! That's because we don't have any magic find. It's fine. But no, I've been finding mostly stuff in single player because I've been playing mostly single player. The list of things that I actually attack during the testing of them is quite long. I don't think people realize it. I don't think a Blizzard sorceress would actually pass the full plus test that I do. She might be able to pass the... And we are getting that blocked by a rock. But she'd be able to pass just like the boss test, but I don't think she'd be able to pass all the farming locations and all the essential locations. But let's farm all of them. And oh yeah, I was gonna do FPS. That's what I was gonna do. Don't want to do that in the middle of the thing. You need what I almost wasn't able to sell a while ago, 1.5 gigabit per second internet for free. Wow. The part that closed it was you told her the grandkids would love to beat her friends with no lag. Ah. I actually could use better internet, but it's not available here. I just happen to know. I've even looked at Google Fiber and all that stuff, and that's just not quite there yet. Not available, that is. They continually email me saying, would you fill out this thing to say you're interested? I'm like, yes, I am interested. And it never comes, no matter where I live. I've moved several times since I started getting those emails, too. So, yeah. I just need to move to, like, Oregon or Kansas or something like that and get it. Because I would not mind an actual fiber thing. It's still on the cable internet. Yay! Internet in the U.S. is a complete travesty anyway, though. Because, frankly, my dear, it's the general monopoly, and yes, it is a monopoly. I don't care if we have multiple competing brands. They're all staying away from each other so they don't actually compete. It's an intentional, like, regional monopoly. But, yeah. There needs to be competition in the field for them to actually do any kind of improvement. But let's see. If I had that kind of internet, I would probably I'd actually probably be doing a little bit of a cheaty thing that there's another YouTuber that I know who has a 24-hour stream going of all their Let's Plays. And I would actually probably have that running of Diablo 2 Let's Plays and Final Fantasy Let's Plays. See, the number one monster that kills any hardcore character is the lag spike. Absolutely. It's a Mega Man death trap. So just one of those sharp spikes that insta kills you. Oh, we forgot to identify that. And we actually do have a lot of full rejuves. Let's see. I'm going to use them instead of the mana potions first. I know that's not always normal, but put them in there for it. I do want to keep at least some of the normal healing potions. That way I have something to counter the poison effects. But yeah, lag spikes are absolutely god-awful. And that's one reason why I don't do hardcore online. I'll do it in single player. I'm perfectly fine with doing it in single player. I do keep a separate item pool for that, but I don't... And speaking of which, I actually haven't transferred over my hardcore necro from the Lord of Destruction days that we did a Let's Play of. That one's overall... That one's actively on the Let's Play Everything channel. What's weird is I've thought about uploading them here and then just linking them there, but then they wouldn't have any kind of discoverability. It would be just for viewers. But that strategy was like, maybe not. I would rather actually have the Let's Play channel eventually be able to stand on its own 2 feet. Same goes for the First Strike channel, which I'm changing my format on. For those of you that have already seen it, the First Strike channel is actually changing over to probably more like this channel's format, where I make a bullet list and then read it off. Hey, Huntron, how's it going? But yeah, it's going to be changing over to being more of a... I don't want to say scripted, because it really is just a bullet list of things that I want to mention. I don't, like, memorize and read off a script or anything like that, unless it's something that I have to be very precise in my wording of. But... because it just doesn't flow as naturally for me then. Which areas are the best to farm Shaco and SOJ? If you're wanting to farm them both at the same time, that's going to get a little bit more complicated. But generally for SOJ, you want to go after Nightmare and Dariel. And you can also do late Nightmare uniques as well. Unique, like super uniques and stuff like that. They're pretty good for it. Any big boss drop in late Nightmare is good. For Stones of Jordan. But Nightmare and Dariel's like your best per kill rate. So that is where you kind of want to look if you are looking for Stone of Jordan specifically. As far as Shaco, that is late Nightmare, early Hell. Usually I would just farm like Mephisto and stuff for that, but I don't really worry about getting Shaco. As much as it's kind of like the good go-to thing, it's kind of like Enigma for me, where it's, yeah, it's good, and it's really, really nice on casters, and it's really good for Magic Find. But it doesn't really do much for like weird builds and stuff like that. There's usually something better for the weird builds. You found a white 4-socket Warhammer. Can you put Hodo in it? Nope. Maces. You want a flail. You cannot put Hodo in hammers. It don't work in them. But, oh, we need to kill this thing. Come on, die. It's going to get irritating if we don't, because it is immune to a lot of annoying things. Especially our Pokey it's immune to. Yeah, that's the hammer versus mace thing is super annoying, and I wish that they would make it a little bit more clear in the item descriptions, but I don't know how they would do that without making people not realize that the hammers do get bonuses from Mace Mastery. But yeah, it does not go in hammers. And it doesn't go in clubs either, but you can't get a 4-socket club. It's literally maces. Kind of like an all thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs. Exactly. And all flayers are assholes. Oh, wait, yeah, they're all assholes. But not all assholes are flayers. Wow, there's so many of them. That's one thing I actually don't mind. If we were running a Holy Fire Den or something like that, I would absolutely love just wandering through here. Because believe it or not, Holy Fire Paladins actually do relatively good here. Just run through, get a good high-level Holy Fire or Holy Shock. Actually, no, not Holy Shock. Holy Shock doesn't work here because you have lightning immunes and cold immunes and stuff like that. They aren't fire immune except for the Flayer Shamans. So run through here with Holy Fire and you just start popping them to get your white items. It's actually kind of effective. It's kind of like running cows. It's effective for what it is. So we are bumping up our lightning. I'm not sure if I actually want to pump anything else. We have decent chance. No, not great chance, but decent enough. You rolled a 4 open socket bone weave. What should you put in it? I usually don't use medium armors. It's just me. But it'd make okay mercenary armor. That's about the only thing I can say about that. I'm a big proponent of using exclusively light armors unless you're going for a specific aesthetic. And yeah, I have used heavier armors for that aesthetic, or whenever I just absolutely couldn't find anything else. I mean, I would save it for potentially a mercenary fortitude, but stone might not. I forget what the rune stone takes. But for the most part, I'm not a huge medium armor person. It's just what it is. So that started itching. Ah! I just put stuff on that. I think it's the air running over it. You were thinking fort for mercenary. The only downside of putting a fort in that is that you are using up a low rune on it, and it's not going to be as useful for the player characters, which I generally make my forts in with the thought in mind of, hey, this could also go on a player, like one of my characters, because the Strafe Zon uses Fortitude. Low-level versions of various characters use Fortitude. Not low-level, but low-equipped versions. Whenever you're playing... Whenever you don't have Enigma and stuff. And there's also builds that just don't use Enigma that can benefit from it. Low percent enhanced damage characters. There we go. That's the phrase I was looking for. I don't know why that came out as something else entirely. My brain is still adjusting to being on antihistamines. And we are at 5 arrows. Do we have bolts in all of this mess? What I would give for a bolt right now, but we do not have any. So we get to use backup bolts. I need to keep that out so I know that I still need more backup bolts. We should be able to get through here with the backup bolts, but I've been overusing the multi-shot. So that is my own fault. Yeah, I'm not seeing bolts in all of that stuff. Light armor is better before open socket bone weave, maybe worth something. Maybe. I don't know what its trade value would be. I mean, some people really like the look of these armors, and they don't look bad. Let's go ahead and we'll throw that there. Grab the mesh armor. You can see, it actually doesn't look half bad. Gives us that cool gray armor and stuff like that. It's just... It slows you down a little bit. So it's not going to have PvP value. It might have some value for just like rushers and stuff like that. But it's not going to have PvP or more speed-oriented tactic kind of values. That's why your dude is slow as hell. Goblin has no fast run walk, and you're using a shaft stop so you can get a low for fort. Ah. Yeah, it will slow you down. Oh, we've got 2 bosses of these types, so let's go ahead and get rid of you as well. There's no shamans, so they give no buffs to these guys. Stay back, you fool. Hands against the pole. There you go. Let's see. Flawless Ruby. We're not going to take the Bramble Mitts, so you can take those for crafting purposes, in case you're curious. Is a wizard barb build viable, or is that... you can do a wizard. Depends on what kind of wizard you're thinking of. It's more of a Warcry barbarian, but it's possible. First time you found a Kukoshikaku bow, any good builds around that? Used to be a very, very popular one for the bow source. It fell off whenever they nerfed the living daylights out of the bow source. But it used to be the bow source build. It's good for a ranger. And it's good for just like mid-level Amazons too. It's not a bad bow. It's not your end game bow, but it's good. But I like the Kugo Shikaku because actually I have memories of using it a lot. Like, not just a little bit, but a lot. So let's see. Are you any good? No. You're garbage. Good sir. Not even worth re-rolling. So identify you. Increase stack size. Nope. And there's our bolts. Let's see. Do we have backup bolts on the ground? Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah, I just needed to pick up a stack of them. Just so I have something to use. And I'm probably going to miss stuff in the giant piles of garbage there, but frankly, it's garbage. It can't be ours. Oh, we've got the little explodey voice. Lovely. Second jewel. Also, these guys are a good way to get jewels. if that wasn't apparent yet, can you not be poisoning me every 2 seconds, you assholes? Oh, Lord almighty. It's not even the water watchers that are doing it. It's the stupid wall traps that I can't do anything about. Yeah, I'm going to have to go to town and actually have them cure this poison because it's stacked on bad. Will I be playing any Project Diablo 2 or videos on it when Season 4 comes around? I might. For me, Project Diablo 2 kind of went a direction of being very, very PvP oriented rather than, you know, actually enjoying the game oriented. So I'm kind of like hesitant to get back into it because, I mean, yeah, it's a good mod. It's a really good mod. It's just not necessarily, they're not building towards what I personally enjoy a lot. Kuko carried you halfway through hell with a fire arrow, lightning furies on. Okay, yeah, that's an okay combo. Riphook did you well for Nightmare. That 30% IAS was nice, but now you're using your edge until you can get the runes for Faith. Harmony is also a good intermediary, by the way, as far as kind of lower level bows that you can get relatively cheap. Harmony will be on that list as well. So let's go ahead and load those up in there. Get that in there. I am almost full on my junk pile. No. No. Let's go ahead and refill our arrows. And I hate this act because I don't like walking down to Haratley because he is way out of the way. What I wouldn't give, and this is going to sound like a really, really selfish thing, I would not mind if they made just like a little post here that you could click on and just go straight to a mercenary. Not a mercenary, a merchant in Act 3. Because frankly, this act is the worst laid out of all of them. So it's kind of like, I don't want to walk across those tiny ass bridges. But yeah, I probably will be I do try them off camera. Believe it or not, I do try mods and stuff off camera. But normally they don't really like lean into like what I find enjoyable, because they're either like, oh, we all want super overpowered from early on, we have this skill like that just destroys everything for level 6 characters. Okay, that just takes all the challenge out. Or they're all going into like super PvP oriented stuff. So, and we are not hitting for crap, are we? Yeah, we really aren't. I mean, we're hitting enough. You throw enough arrows out and you will hit something. But die. Die, maggot. Oh, no, no, no. We're going to die to that maggot. Nope. Where are you, Valkyrie? I need you. I need your meat shield. There you go. Let's see. ACR? I don't know what ACR stands for. We just saw our wrecking crew coming towards us, and I'm like, no. Act 3 is designed specifically for us to hate it. I mean, as long as I can avoid the infernal gloams, I'm usually not too unhappy. But the dolls are definitely annoying. And they need to fix their water watchers in this, by the way. For those of you who haven't noticed, water watchers, for some reason, have really weird ways that they spawn. I've had ones pull their tentacles out of dirt. Like, this one's not doing it, but for some reason seeing them just reminds me in the... Oh, whatchamacallit? In the Travancore. There you go. I actually had some of them launching their tentacles outside of the ground rather than out of the water. It's... No! Ew, gross. This is not what I signed up for. You fools. Travesties. But anyway, let's see. What layout do we have here? We start in the middle. I think it's going to be probably top right, but I forget the path through. Hi, little guys. And we don't freeze them long enough with Bariza and Hell for it to be really useful to rely on that, but... Oh, hey, get back here. But yeah, you pretty much just have to follow around the order of the doors unless you have teleport. There's the poison boy. Yeah, you guys suck ass. You know that? And as far as why ranged ones can hit our bugged mercenary, that's because the way that the targeting... The way the bug works is basically it makes it so that melee enemies do not consider them the closest enemy, whereas ranged enemies don't follow that rule. They don't always go after the enemy that's closest to them. So you'll end up with situations where you don't have them targeting the closest thing, so they're targeting the mercenary that's further away. That's just how it works. So yeah, it's top left, not top right. Does Riza got a No, we've actually got a Neff in it. For my own personal safety, if we were going to use it on a druid or something, I might consider putting a shale in it. Or if we were going to try, somewhat futilely, to use it as a strafe bow, then I'd consider it as well. But for my use case, which is literally I just want to fire into rooms and not think about anything, we're just using multi-shot. If your mercenary kills an enemy, which magic find applies? Yours plus his. If you kill an enemy, it's just your magic find. If a mercenary kills an enemy, it's your magic find plus his magic find because he's considered a minion, and it just stacks. So, and there's your little friend. Got some rares from this. Nothing good, though, which is fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's grab the brain, please. Thank you. So now that we have the brain, the rest of this act is relatively simple. Yay! We should be fine. Could you craft knockback gloves, or are your gloves good? Our gloves are not bad. We're actually using them for resist right now. I could try to craft some hit power gloves. I do have the stuff for it. I just haven't bothered. You could also use Clegs as well. Again, just... I actually prefer having the Mana Leech and the Resist. If this had increased attack speed, this would be GG gloves, but it's not quite there. Let's see. If you also have a Shrine effect like Experience, then you go Mana Recharge Shrine. Does XP go away after the effect instantly? Yes. It goes away instantly in regular Diablo 2. In Project Diablo 2, no. But in regular Diablo 2, yes. Also worth noting that skills like Cleansing and Fade reduce the length of shrines. Imagine the two skills. Yeah, although, let's see. If we got rid of the Charged Bolt, that would give us 1 affix. Because right now this one has 5, and you can get 6 on a rare. You can get 3 prefixes, 3 suffixes. So we could get increased attack speed, and if you got rid of the Charged Bolt, you could get the plus skills, I think. Because I think the Mana Leech is a suffix. No, actually we couldn't because the 3 resists are all prefixes. I'm pretty sure those all 3 are prefixes. So you wouldn't be able to get increased attack speed with all that resist. But I could be wrong. It could be a suffix one. I don't think those are suffixes on gloves. I always forget off the top of my head. I usually have to go look them up, but you're welcome, Ron. Hopefully your evening is going well. And hopefully everyone is getting their streamer luck dose right now, because I know that a lot of people who watch my stream end up getting really good things while they're watching. I don't know why. Maybe they're watching who's in chat and do it to mock me. Finally had the courage to play hardcore yesterday, and you just died to Rakanishu. He is a very good hardcore killer, especially early on. Generally speaking, for first hardcore experience, I would recommend Necromancer, specifically a Bone Mancer. Play it kind of sheepishly for your first few levels and get kind of set up, and then once you get to like Bone Spear, go like full ham on Bone Spear and Bone Wall, and just never look back. You also want to get your Clay Golem, of course, but that's just kind of a given. I almost always get a Clay Golem. If I have 3 points to spare, Clay Golem it is. You're about to get in hardcore in about 30 minutes. Awesome. Can you guys not be annoying? They're not even dangerous. They're just annoying. Go away, Zaku. Okay, Ogre X now. Let's see. The stream is rigged. I don't get them. You just found a Dwarf Star ring in a chest. Oh, people get good luck whenever they're listening to the stream while playing. I don't know what it is. You lean on Assassin and the Mind Blast for hardcore personally. That's a good combo too. The only problem with Mind Blast is if you have any kind of aura generation or allies with aura generation, you're going to have an annoyance. If you're on when you get home, you'll stay on the stream. Awesome. 92, I think, Magic Fine Barb, and a 74 Enchantress. Awesome. Awesome sauce. And we will still be streaming in 30 minutes unless something catastrophic happens to my internet. Because I don't plan on stopping it unless we have, like, major lag spikes or something like that. And it doesn't look like we're getting them yet. I say yet because my ISP is a sack of butts. They're dick butts. Yeah, they're just buttheads. But let's go ahead and just double check where the exit to this place is. We don't really... I mean, yeah, we can check the chests. There's not much in Lower Caress that's actually really that useful, though, on Players 1. You can pop the chests. You can pop... I'm trying to think what else you'd actually want to bother dealing with on Players 1. But your chance of getting the good runes on Players 1 is pretty slim. You're more likely to get decent mid runes. But it's still worth popping them. It's also worth popping the...
It's locked.
Oh, where are they? Get off of me, Zakarumite. But it's also worth popping the like weapon stands and stuff like that. Let's see, your wife asked you why you was watching and playing at the same time. She's not a gamer. And yeah, a lot of people think streamer luck is for the streamer. No. I mean, we have found 2 low runes on stream, admittedly. But that's over the course of... We are on our, what, 4th character now? So it's not that uncommon. Have I ever played D2 with someone you've been dating? Nope. No, I have not. Most of the people I've dated that were into gaming weren't into action RPGs. They were more into either JRPGs or... One was into more like Harvest Moon-y kind of stuff.
It's locked.
I play every type of game, though, so I'm not too picky. You need a hardcore low rune real bad? It'd be nice.
It's locked.
But I currently am not... I don't play hardcore online. I've already said that a few times. It's just like, it's not worth the blood pressure spikes. It's really not. Every lag spike is a blood pressure spike. So, Bazaar, let's go ahead and switch over to you. And just completely nuke them. Haha. Yeah, those guys, not too scary whenever you have lightning on your side. Oh, he has lightning enchantment. Sweet. Are you actually lightning? You are lightning immune. Sweet. We'll kill your little friends then. And we'll switch over to the magic arrow bow and just beat him up like that. Nice. Valkyrie is almost dead. The holiday-themed ads on YouTube are particularly annoying. How's the grind going? Oh, you got an ad on there. Normally, it doesn't play too many ads on the channel that I know of, because we may get like about 500 to 1,000 views, but they must be really cheap ads or no, not very many. So you got really unlucky with that. You and your wife played Diablo 3 for a while. Awesome. You need grief for your barb. But yeah, grief is really helpful for a barb. The holiday, but yeah. 15% ED phase blade, 5 socket already. Nice. That's a nice find. I don't really hurt. Oh no! That hurt like a truck. These guys are boss mobs. Go ahead and see if we can get them off of Mercy. Oh, no, 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 no. Ow, 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 ow. Stop stabbing me in the butt. You're extra fast too, aren't you? Yeah, I think you are. Oh, great. Let's see. I need decoy. You guys go after that. I will split you up a little bit. I don't like extra fast. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they are extra fast. They're moving quick. They might just be annoyingly fast. Traded for the blade. Awesome. Is not a bad rune to use either. But I can understand trading it because I for some reason attract runes. Yeah, decoy is solid. It's also really good for pulling the Decrepify and whenever you're dealing with Bale's minions. Let's see, can we actually hit them? Yeah, we can. So are you extra fast? Yeah, you're extra fast. It felt extra fast and extra annoying. Where did... Oh, he ran away. Sweet. But yeah, extra fast enemies can be very frustrating. Oh, he's scared. Get back here, you dingus. I'm going to get my XP from you. I don't care what you are. So healing potion, yes, we'll go ahead and stack these over. Pick up a stack of mana potions. Just to fill in that extra little slot there. Mana, mana, mana. There we go. Valkyrie's really nice as well for tanking once you get kind of like your other support skills up. So we've got... Okay, so we just got minions now. Minions I can deal with. A whole bunch of pain, not so much. And we've got another one up there. At least this one's not extra fast. Extra fast really does hurt like a truck. A lot of people are more like super afraid of like fanaticism and stuff like that. Nah, extra fast. Extra fast is the true nightmare. Wish that dolls were as cowardly as zealots in this game. Yeah. What's funny is once you kill the council, you don't actually really have to worry about zealots. And wow, we are just not hitting at all. I just want this guy dead because, well, he's going to be good XP and he's going to give us another drop pool of potions. Not even just like other things. I'm just interested in the potions. Can you not get right on my face? Thank you. And one thing to remember, by the way, with the lightning, this skill right here, the chain lightning one, it doesn't reflect where the lightning is actually going, even in this version. So do keep that in mind. You may not see the lightning, but it is still hitting. Gloams versus Stygian dolls. I still hate Gloams the most. Because they will target you from off screen. So, at least with Stygian dolls, I can just be like, oh, Mercenary, handle that. And Mercenary can handle that. So you guys are tough, but not tough enough. And we are getting low rolls on that. Good lord, there we go. Get back here. Oh, fine. I'm not chasing that one down right now. And it's always immune to lightning. Bastards. And he just happened to get immune to lightning there, which is a little bit frustrating. Let's see. You are not too tough. Now, the real tough part is actually going to be handling getting our tome. We might actually die doing it, because we are technically still underleveled. What makes the lightning from Gloams worse than the bolts from Hierophants? It's, one, it's faster. They're more likely to just spam the living daylights out of it. Two, you'll run into larger groups of Gloams than you'll run into of Hierophants. And also, if I remember correctly, it's got a completely different damage pool. So, yeah. So where is our bloody... There's our temple. This is the right temple, I can tell you right now. This is gonna suck a lot. Oh, these guys are immune to magic, so time for lightning. Hi. Large charm, probably not that great. I'm gonna clear the side paths first before I do the big center one. Reason being, if Serena the Battle Maid decides she wants to come through, bad things can happen, and I want to have the ability to juke to either side. Or up the stairs. We might just juke up the stairs. Okay, so we've got Mage Boy there. Oh, no, that's wrong. Wrong equipment. That's fine. Ow. Oh, no. Fire damage. Whatever will I do? Valkyrie's in the room. She might aggro them. I'm kind of wanting Mercenary to come over and take the door because he is invisible. Go, Mercenary. Go. Go, Mercenary. Go. Stop. Well, we're going to die. Mercenary, stop them. Clog the door, damn it. There you go. He's not clogging the door yet, but he is in front of it. And they won't be able to see him. The Serenas won't. The Battle Maidens or whatever they're called. Those things that just keep running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Flesh Hunters. There we go. Her little friends can't actually see that. And since they're smaller enemies, they can get shoved back whenever we do hit them. So guess what? Here's some guided arrows for you. Decoy, decoy, decoy. Yeah, decoy would actually help a little bit, but it's fine. Does your G-Rush comment make sense? I understood what you meant by entangle, where they kind of like stack on top of each other. But, yeah. Feel like you've made this joke before, but Battle Maid Serena sounds like a good name for a magical girl anime. Yeah? Yeah, it does. Okay, so we've got a... Yeah, he's got a boss pack with him. Let me guess, lightning enchanted and extra fast? Well, I know he's extra fast. I can tell you that just by how they're moving. But thankfully, these guys do not destroy the Valkyrie nearly as quick as anything that with the amp damage just wrecks her face. And yes, they are immune to magic, but this does not convert 100% to magic. So I think we're good. Yeah, we got it. We didn't die on Lamb Essems. We're doing good. We're doing good, kids. Doing good. Okay, so let's go down in those sewers, get ourselves a heart. I'm still pissed that's not the mind in the sewers. Missed opportunities. Whenever things go bad, drop a decoy and run like a Yoshi. Nah, I'll run like Krillin. Actually, no, Krillin's not usually one that runs away in DBZ, is he? I'm thinking run like Yamcha. There we go. I had to think of his name. I'm not a huge DBZ. Oh, God, no, 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 no. No, God, no. Oh, jeez. You guys fight. Nope. Valkyrie, there you go. The only time that having a bugged mercenary is not good is whenever you're fighting swarms of these idiots. Can you not? Oh, and that one's cold enchant. That would just completely wreck my shit. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Don't run up there and help. These guys, in the original game, I think that they were better distinguished from the background. So it made this a lot less frustrating down here because I was able to... Oh, wow. That wrecked her shit. But, yeah, you were able to distinguish them a little better. Here, they're not so much. And it looks like we might have actually avoided one of the big, like, horrible things down here. We could still get it spawned. Because I forget what the spawn cap on this is, but the undead Stygians with the mummies. Oh. Pulley Yoshi, yeah. Where you just jump and, like, let him fall to his doom so you can get to a higher platform. That always makes me feel bad. Can we get through all these guys, please? I just want to kill them for, like, spite. Just because. And we'll just have a low level. Ow, ow. Hey. Oh, actually, you don't hurt nearly as much. Time to die. There's some bolts for us. Let's take them. There's more Stygians. Okay. Why are there so many of you little shits? Desync. Fuck. He dies of sadness. Yoshis are immortal. No, they're not. That would have been a dark episode of the Mario Brothers cartoon back in the day. Just have one where he, like, kills Yoshi off just to get to a higher platform. A dress murdering your friends in a child's cartoon. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. There is a conviction guy in there, too. Fuck off. Where is our Valkyrie? Yo, dingus. Fuckwit. Jeez. Why was she down here? I don't know. I don't even know why she was across that bridge. Sorry for swearing at it, but I really ooh. Better?
I can't.
You can't. Yes, you can. You can put it in there. Let's go ahead and toss this into our junk pile. And we can turn that in. Let's go ahead and get some more life. Why not? Our poison resist is still absolute garbage. I suppose I could improve it a bit, but eh.
All this trouble over a tattered book.
Let's go with more vitality, because we need to survive some of this. I would like to get to about 1,000 life and then go more into dexterity again. That's at least my goal. So let us go with Ormus. I am probably going to... I don't know if I'm going to do it like right away. I might start a day for streaming Grim Dawn and stuff like that, because it's coming out on Xbox, and I do want to try and get better at that game. Can you stop distracting my Valkyrie, please? And he's going to kill that right next to me. Thanks a lot, dumbass. I didn't even see it down there. They really do blend in down here, and it's really obscene. Hey, Valkyrie. What the crap? Please. Thank you. Okay, so those are minions. They're minions of this guy right here, by the way. There is a second pack of them up above. That could be a little bit frustrating. Okay, so he's mana burn and extra strong, which makes his minions extra strong. That makes them a little bit of a threat, but not a terrible one. We also have a Gloombat boss up there as well, which will probably end up taking out pretty quickly. And yes, Rare Greaves we will check. Oh, what did... Oh, God. Well, he found something. Not exactly what I wanted him to find. I wanted him to find the path down, but that's fine. Ow. Stop. Stop. I get it. You're lightning enchanted and you hit with lightning. That's cool. I don't care. There. Ooh, full rejuves. I will gladly take them. So let's see. What else do we have? We got the healing potion, of course. But yeah, Mercenary needs to die in sadness as well. No, he doesn't need to die. I don't want to be spending money on his ass. Nor time. What was snagging us there? I don't know. So let's see. This is... Oh, wow. We are just getting all the boss mobs down here. It's pretty thick. Normally I don't run into nearly this many. Mercenary's going to go ahead and pull them all to me, which is really painful. There's our Nova. And yes, we are killing them from afar because otherwise they are just a royal pain in the butt. They'll just evade our Mercenary because he's bugged. And they are melee enemies, so they don't really care. Kind of sucks. Gloombats are in a similar boat where they won't target the Mercenary because they are melee. Despite being annoying, I kind of wish I could toggle on and off bugging him, but that's not going to happen. It's one of the few bugs that's actually useful, though, at least. Who are you a minion of? I think we already killed your daddy. Go away. Oh, and we... That's a perfect spot for you, Valkyrie. You actually went to a good place. And yeah, as long as we have free magic arrow, I can just kind of track where he's at. There you go. Okay, so we want to go around the edge first. Because, for fuck's sake, I hate these. Go away. But we want to go around the edge first to see if we can find that exact thing that we just saw right there. Because that will just get us to the next floor. But usually it will spawn around the edge. There are a couple spawn points in the middle that it can spawn at, which can be kind of annoying, but it can spawn Here, let's go ahead and kill those guys off before I continue with that thought. But you have a lot of spawn points around the edge of the map, and then you have just a handful in the middle. So chances of it being in the middle are just fairly slim. So let's go ahead and hit that. We've got them chilling over there. I think we can kill them unless they have some like weird mods on them. They got blessed aim. So that's at least one of their mods down on a semi-useless thing. Ooh, they wrecked her face. Okay, so where is the big boy? There he is. Hi. Jewel, chain boots will check in just a second after we clean up our inventory a little bit. Identify you. Nope. Identify you. Not better than what we got. The middle spawns for the sewers are, yes, they're not the worst, but they are definitely annoying. They are definitely on my list of things I don't like seeing. So we've got a full rejuve that's going to go in there. I need to identify you. You are garbage, but we'll keep you anyway. You really just hate Act 3 in general. Yeah, getting all the parts of the flail is a pain in the oos. So, oh, we've got, yeah, Revival Boy there. They're going to try to just get past him. Just fine by me. Stygian Watcher, go down, please. I don't need you poisoning me every 5 seconds. And yes, we are still hitting this guy over here, by the way. That's one reason why I'm doing multi-shot instead of just trying to take them down quickly. Un by un. Well, Farming Travancore is not doing Act 3. Farming Travancore is Farming Travancore. It's just like its own little farming location. It's kind of like how the Pits isn't Act 1, but it's still a great farming location. I do farm Travancore too, by the way. But as far as completing Act 3, no. Going through the woods sucks. You lost your lighter. I'm sorry. Maybe you should make it heavier. Must have just floated away. Oh, I've had people be the lighter thief. I've been the lighter thief a couple times as well. But that's a whole different discussion. So you buy that, and I should have actually filled that up first. I just wasted some money. It's fine. Still messes with your judgment. Hello. Yeah. But I don't mind farming Travancore. There's actually a lot of really good builds for farming Travancore. It's just, yeah. I don't like the rest of the act. So now we already have the 3 body parts. Now we just have to kill the council. And we will be good. And by the way, we actually did find a second one of these. I don't know why I'm finding them all of a sudden, but they are definitely there. 80% of Act 3 is a nightmare no matter the difficulty. Pretty much. It's more of just an annoyance. It's just wandering around the endless twisting jungle, and then it's wandering around the endless twisting sewers, and it's wandering around the endless twisting Durance. Of course, the Durance isn't nearly as bad as the rest of it, but it's still there. So let's see how much gold we have.
Greetings.
Can I put my gold in there? Oh, we're at 2.5 mil. Okay. Nope, we can't put gold in there. Let's go ahead and grab that. I need to do this just to satiate my brain. So that is 691, isn't it? Or is it 681? Might be 681. There we go. Yeah, it's 681. My brain and math right now are not that great. So we'll start dumping in there. We actually have 187,000 on ourselves. So yeah, we're building up money. I need to do some gambling soon. Just because that's going to be a thing. I should do it on... I should make another level 11 character. I already started leveling up the one that I was gambling for goals on because I got tired of gambling for goals. And our damage on the lightning is not bad. If we would have focused on it heavier, we would have actually been a little bit happier with it. But as it stands, 7 bolts doing 1 to... That's, what, 7 to... 9,000 something damage per jab on, like, Diablo or something like that. So, yeah, it's not bad. You like your butane lighter thing that is bulky and you know you can put your name on it? Yeah, most people I know use Bic. Son of a Bic. And these are another reason why I wish I could have Go Mule online, by the way. Because, frankly, if you saw my rune hoarding, I don't up my runes offline, by the way. I did up them that one time to make that one video, but I don't generally up them offline because, well, I hoard them all. And you never know when you'll need that 27,000th L rune. There we go. And we should just be able to go up to the top part of this and get through. And let's go ahead and take the big guys out with the pokies. Yep. I love the pokies. The pokies are amazing. For those of you wondering, Charge Strike is great. Charge Strike is the bomb. Especially against big guys like these, where they just soak all three of the bolts. Act bosses are that way too, where they just eat all the bolts and just die. So much easier. But this is good for like disparate crowds like this. So, found it. Left your work pants. Only blue or black Bics remind me of your child. Oh, yeah. I think most of the ones that I've had have been like white and stuff like that. Of course, I also usually needed a lighter at work, so that kind of differentiated it from the ones that most of the people there had. Because there, they usually had the little, like, short, stubby ones, first of all, rather than the full-size ones. And they also usually kept the... Hi, thanks for the blizzard. I appreciate it. We are being convicted. No! Whoa, dude, my dudes. You are... Oh, they're both conviction. You assholes. Wow. We got 2 conviction enemies together. You guys are jerks. That's actually a pretty uncommon thing. Normally they'd have different things, but I guess not. Wow. That was sucky. So you get to stack on that. 250. Okay. Double conviction. Man, that sounds like something that would be in Phoenix Wright. And yes, I have played a Phoenix Wright game. I've not played enough of them to actually make a judgment on the series. I only played a little bit of it on a friend's little handheld years ago. But seems like a fun premise, but not something that is super great to stream, probably. Conviction casters are particularly annoying, but I don't mind it too much whenever it's like a conviction flare or something. Those aren't too bad. My resists are already paper. So it takes them from paper to garbage. We are a wet paper sack. Oh no. Let's go ahead and switch to this. Get some lightning going in on you guys. Nice. So let's see. Do we need to really bother here? I wouldn't mind getting the waypoint for Upper Caress just in case Travancore decides to rip our face open, but... Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting. That is not a path. Okay, since you're coming to the end, what are you leveling next? We'll probably have one more session of Amazon, if I had to guess. But I'll probably start a poll for Paladin, Assassin, and Barbarian. I would generally prefer Assassin out of those 3, just because we haven't found a Maul Rune yet, and Maul Rune will make the other 2 just complete cakewalks. But honestly, I can do Paladin with what we've got already. I don't need better stuff for that. So we can do any of the 3. The Barbarian's probably the toughest of the 3. These guys are getting healed like crazy. We killed a boss over there, by the way. I saw the ice explosion. You need to die. Thank you. Okay. Hey, and you dropped a full redo. Thank you. And might is still floating around. That's not good. Where are they getting might from? I think there's a second boss over here. I think it's that guy. Yup. Hi, you are lightning immune. So guess what? We're going to guided arrow your ass because you need to be dead about 3 weeks ago. Might on you is not that big of a deal, though. You're good with assassin? Let's see. You're playing a Rift Sin right now. I think pairing it with a Phoenix Strike is a viable build. Rift Sin, I mean, you could. I'd rather run traps with it, personally, but that's just me. Thanks for the congratulations, Wrinkly. How you doing? And I just make videos on the internet. I still remember the days whenever I was surprised to get 100 subs, so it's just a matter of... It always kind of shocks me a little bit that people like the content I make. I just enjoy the game and want to show off various things in it, and that's kind of like my main motivation. Yes, if I could make this full-time, I totally would. But we'll see how that goes in the long run. You guys are not lightning immune, so time to die, infidels. Infidels! These guys are. And it always scares me whenever I hear the Valkyrie going down noise, because I'm never sure whether it's summoning another one or whether I'm about to be dead. So, has anybody actually found any interesting items lately, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Because I've been thinking about doing a my favorite rares I found over the years of playing Diablo 2 video. But that's going to be something that's going to take a little while to kind of sort through and decide like what my top 5 are. Because I have found I've played Diablo 2 long enough, I have found a few GG rares. Of course, I also am one of those that picks up every freaking thing. That guy is being a pain in the butt because he is staying far away. I wish temple guards were not such cowards. They're not doing a good job guarding. And my knockback probably isn't helping that, but still, they are running away from me. Let's see. Thanks for the congrats, Lapau. You haven't found anything in 3 weeks, Moogle? No! Go farm, now! Get the streamer luck! Get the streamer juju! Oh. A 6% ED Eth Colossus Volge. Nice. Auto sockets to 4 at Larzac. Yep. That's because that particular shape of polearm does cap at 4, which is a good thing. It makes it easy to get certain things, though the strength requirement on those is absolute bonkers. Dropped your first D-Web tonight in the tunnels. D-Web it basically opens up an entire class of Necro for you, so it makes Poison Necros a ton of fun. Totally love it. I'm just running straight for the waypoint because if I die, having this waypoint is nice. And I know that's not always the wisest of ideas, but it's fine. We are slowly hitting these guys down here as well. Got him. Ah. Oh, there's another one. Nope, that's a zealot. Die, you fools. Die, mortal. Okay. So, Travancore, we do need to clear out a little bit of our inventory for that. Because I'm going to need to be able to pick up the flail. The flavins. Let's see. He needs streamer luck by osmosis. Well, for some reason, my streamer luck is everyone watching tends to get good drops, so I'm kind of like happy with that kind of streamer luck. Like I've said a few times, I don't need a lot of the stuff. I have it in single player if I want to do weird crap. Multiplayer is just for building the puzzle. What's the best spot to farm Reaper's Toll? So many physical immunes in hell. If you are having trouble finding a Reaper's Toll and you don't need your Act 2 Mercenaries aura for your character, like let's say you're using just a prayer one because it's just an aura, or if you're using a Defiance one because it's just an aura, go with an Act 5 Mercenary and a Lawbringer. It'll actually give you the Decrepify as well.
Good Good to
And it's
see
a
you.
pretty cheap rune word to make. You've been farming 7 hours a day, 3 days a week. 7 hours a day for 3 weeks. Yeah, I literally haven't found anything worth except some crap skillers, no source, no peacombs. I've been thinking about making a video on how to do magic find, like, without burning out. Because I've seen a lot of people with that similar issue where they're not finding what they're needing. And also, there's a lot of things that people don't remember about magic find. Magic find doesn't change what drops. It only changes the quality that drops. So if it just keeps rolling you greaves, you're never going to find something better than that. You got 2 Ist and a Maul. Oh, wow. Ist is a pretty uncommon drop for it. That's congratulations, Chad.
Hello.
So let's go ahead and toss this into personal stash, I guess. Okay, time for the Trav. This is going to hurt. I can already tell you that right now. It's going to hurt. This is going to be a painful experience. But if we do it right, we can lure them out in small packs. Oh, and we definitely want to take this out. Because cursed fanaticism is not a good thing. Can you not be on my face? F. There you go. And there is still the cursed fanaticism guy down here. Where are you hiding at? I see him. He's that Hierophant right down there. Okay, you get to die. You son of an ass. Yeah, I can decoy pull them. I can do a few other things. I just wanted to get rid of everything here that could be a problem. I also want to get rid of this amp damage. Because we are under-leveled, you kind of have to be a little bit strategic about it. Otherwise, bad things can happen. So what I'll do is I'll probably drop a decoy kind of close to the stairs, see if we can pull a couple of them. Then I'll drop it a little bit further in, see if we can pull a few more. Just depending on the situation. You're bound to pick up something huge. Unfortunately, past drops do not impact future drops. You have 450% Magic Find. You play in full Cal games, full Magic Find games. Literally nothing works. Aw. Honestly, you might consider doing some solo runs on like Travancore or on some of the level 85 areas and just boss hopping. That might get you a little bit better luck. So let's see. You guys are good. You're one of those minions with amp damage. Bugger off. Okay, so yep, they are up there. They are actually on the stairs, which is a bad thing. So we'll drop one there. Look at all those hydras! Lovely. It's like a G.I. Joe meeting. Goodness gracious. So pull you out. Come on out. I want the poison guy gone. Officially starting Magic Find now. Good luck. May you find all the jaw runes. Oh, and they're all just right there. And they've got a fanaticism in them. Lovely. And yes, they will follow me pretty much everywhere. I am not worried about the fire guy behind me. I actually have good fire resist. You are the source of the fanaticism, which is good for me. Means I can nuke you and not be too stressed. You're also the source of curse, which is kind of expected. Because, you know, they always drop the, like, bad combos together. So there's one. You need to die, sir. So we've got his... Oh, we've got Gelib, which is fine. I'm fine with Gelib. Gelib is not a huge threat. Because we get to stay away from him. Regular council members aren't a threat. I think we actually got rid of the, like, really bad one just now. There's usually at least one that wants to be just, like, a total dick. So that was good that we got rid of him. Go, mercenary, go. Jeez. He just doing his business. Yes, I know. Magic Find does not boost jaw runes. I was saying the streamer luck, may it bless you. Can't complain. You have an Enigma, Grief, 2 forts, Beast for your Necro, Source has full skillers. Most of your characters have full skillers or max damage, and Gold Find for the Barb. Both sources have, wow, full skillers, and everyone has torches. Yeah, that's you're pretty set up. You're making a Warcry Barb, but since the build is mana hungry, I was thinking of pulling an Insight on offhand, letting the Mercer wield Lawbringer. That's one of the tough things about the Cry Barb, is you kind of have to juggle those things. Honestly, I've done it with Insight on offhand before. It's not bad. It's not great. Let's see. That's weird. YouTube's D2R live category doesn't show the stream. Does it only show affiliates partners? I'm technically a partner. But that one, I don't know why it wouldn't show me. That means that all 37 of the current viewers are from active subs. Let's see. You could also run dual Spirit on the Warcry Barb or dual Hodo. That would help a little bit with your mana. Let's see. Does it only show affiliates? But technically, I'm a partner. And YouTube doesn't have affiliates. But... And technically, within a couple weeks, I could actually put a merch shelf on. Because you guys got me to 10,000. You got this from a random video next? Ah, awesome. Yeah, YouTube's algorithm is weird, and if you're curious, it actually doesn't hardly ever show my videos under Diablo 2 on the, like, category things either, which is really frustrating, but it does that a lot with Llamas and all their videos, too. They don't always show as Diablo 2 category, and we should probably identify that in case it's a 5 NATO or something. It's not gonna be. Die, you council member, die. Get off of my face. Trying to identify stuff that your friends dropped off of their corpses. It's a 1 NATO. It's not even good. Looking at the live category only shows Korean D2R streams even on worldwides. That is really weird. But no, I have it categorized as Diablo 2 Resurrected. Just a second and let me murder this and I'll answer that question. Just a moment. Oh, hi. I don't care about him. Care about you because you're Aura Enchant. I would like to get a... Here, listen up, Water Watcher. Bugger off. I'm tired of you knocking me around. I can deal with the fire guys. I can deal with the rest of this. Stop knocking me around. Okay, yes, they can heal each other. There's our Valkyrie. Nice. Okay, how do you get your game to run smooth on Battle.net when using an NVIDIA? You're using an NVIDIA GTX 1050. You went with the... Let's back off of that guy because he's going to hurt because he's cold enchanted.
Skatsim's reign is renewed.
We found a guide which helped you every time in Act 3, and when the fire stuff happens, the game freezes. I have not done anything special to my settings for it. I'm running a 1080, but a 1050 should be able to run this just fine. I need to test it on my 960. I was actually surprised to see how low 5 NATO and 5 BO sells on JSP. Made a 5 BO Delirium with Item Find and Leap and only got 300 Forum Gold. Might need to add one of those Diablo 2 Resurrected, the hashtags. Maybe. I mean, I can do that real quick. I technically already have a Diablo 2 hashtag on it. There. A 1050 should still be able to run it, though. Because the bottom of the settings, if I remember correctly, is the 800 series. No, early 900 series, I think. I don't remember which. You run on a 660 Ti? Oh, okay. At least clicking the Diablo 2 button on the main YouTube page shows the stream, though. Oh, okay. That is the category thing. That one actually surprises me that that shows up on there. play on a 3080 and 36 Ti because you're ridiculous. I cannot afford that. I am at the point of currently in completely do not spend money mode because I am currently unemployed because people don't wear masks. Which is stupid. And also corporate greed, but that's a whole different thing. Will Bartux be able to get you through hell with a martial arts? And yeah. I mean, not it by itself. If you're going naked with a Bartux, you're not going to get all the way through, but it's a fine enough weapon for getting all the way through hell difficulty. I would rather go crushing blow for martial arts personally, but that's a me thing. It makes life easier. Like a black club or something like that is fine. You build and sell PCs on the side. Ah, okay. I do not. Although, weirdly enough, I actually have all the parts to assemble an old AMD FX system. Sitting in a closet. It was my dad's before he passed, so. Also weird, D2R still chugs even on a brand new gaming laptop with 3080 Ti, though the chugging only happens when dense mobs, heavy fire effects like Volcano or Armageddon. Weirdly enough, it doesn't seem to chug on my system. Of course, one thing you might try doing is actually frame limiting. Drop it to a 60 frame cap. Or whatever you have it set for your monitor. You play Barb on 3080 and run Enchantress on a 3060 Ti. Sweet. See, if I was going to spend the money for one of those right now, I actually probably wouldn't spend it on that. I'd actually spend it on a cheap secondary rig or actually I'd probably buy a 2080 something series and then run this one as a capture rig. But I don't have the money for that right now because I need to save my money. I need to be responsible just in case the unthinkable happens, and also just in case this bloody these hives get worse or something like that. I need to have that money saved for any kind of like possible medical emergency, because currently I do not have insurance because, you know, unemployment. So yay. Let's see, what's the max res on a small charm? 5%. Oh, you're talking about single res? 11%. If I remember correctly. Wow. Can you guys just die, please, already? I get it that you're physical immune. It's cute and all. But you're irritating. I need to pick up healing potions, I just realized. Okay, let's grab that. That, and that. That fills us up on those. Yeah, well, it's a remaster. This is kind of close to what you're going to be expecting visually for Diablo 4, so I'm not surprised it has a little bit higher rec. Let's see. If you're in the Seattle area and shopping for a PC, let you know. I know a few people in the Seattle area, but I'm not up there. Oh, I know how to pathfind through. I also know I need more experience. So let's go ahead and fill up our life by multi-shotting everything. Letting the Valkyrie die to the explodey boys. I think, there we go. There, nice. Being amp damaged is not a good situation to be in. Thankfully, now Valkyrie is no longer amp damaged. There we go. Let's see. Did he give us any full rejuves? Yes. Oh, he was answering your question? Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I did not even notice your comment. For some reason, I have top chat set, and I always forget to set it to live chat, and it doesn't show all the messages, so I'm going to fix that real quick. Show live chat. I don't know why it defaults to top chat. Sucks that most cards are a minimum 1K. Yeah. you're honestly, as it stands, if you know someone reputable that can get you a pre-built kind of system, you're better off getting the pre-built and then tweaking it than necessarily buying the stuff from scratch. Unless you have like a supplier contact or something like that. It's ridiculous. It's not as bad as it was for a while, but it's still bad. And I would like to... Actually, I need to probably repair my old system and use that for the capture system. No! Well, technically, you're selling pre-builts, Rodney. If you are assembling computers, you are a computer boutique.
I need a key.
Now, I'm not saying go buy, like, iBuyPower or some shit like that, but it is still... You can buy stuff from a boutique and be fine. You're thinking I'm talking about, like, HP and stuff like that. No, you don't buy HP, you don't buy Dell, you don't buy any of those. You actually want to go for, like... I mean, iBuyPower is actually better than HP or Dell because they use off-the-shelf parts, but there's a lot of boutiques and even, like, business computer companies that do computers for businesses, like bulk orders, will generally sell a custom built as well. Good luck, Moogle! See, I'm a little bit old school. I refer to them as boutique, and all of them are pre-builts. And Dell and HP are just garbage. You don't buy garbage. Although there is a use for buying, like, those all-in-ones, but it's a bit of an odd thing that most people are not going to have a use for. But I just wish that some of the boutiques didn't have quite as high of a premium. If Puget hadn't gone quite so high on their premiums, I would still use them. But they have gone a little bit extreme on their prices. IBM compatibles. I still remember those. I actually had a few things with that lovely little sticker on the front. So, yeah. I remember those days.
I need a key.
Explode all the dolls! I hate them. They're one of the few, like, properly poison immunes, too. Pre-built. Reminds you of that Avengers meme showing Vision as a pre-built PC and Thanos ripping the stone out as a gamer ripping out the 3080. Honestly, if you're doing... Yeah, of course you're going to do... Like, if you're getting a boutique, you're going to get a good 3080. Don't trust anything, any video cards from things like Dell or HP or anything like that. They are usually just really cheap knockoffs with a terrible cooler. So... Well, there goes our Valkyrie. Hi. Decoy time. Are you guys... You are minions as well, you jerks. And this guy is... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're not doing too bad against these guys, but I do definitely want to keep that Valkyrie up as much as possible. But yeah, the cheapo Dell, like 3080s and stuff like that, literally just have the cheapest chunk of metal slapped on top and some really dirt cheap fans. So, yeah. I suppose there could be some use there if you're going to do your own cooler, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're, like, intentionally handicapped in some way as well, to just keep them from overheating as much whenever they have those shit coolers on them. See, die, you fools. I'm trying to think what the one that I actually have right now was during the first everyone's mining crap craze, so you had to buy them in systems, but mine was actually from a micro center, so you were able to get it relatively reasonably priced. And it wasn't like one of the crap brands. Didn't even have bloatware on it. Let's see. First PC was an AMD K6 3. That was a pre-built compact. Upgraded the RAM, power supply, and put a Voodoo 5 in it. Nice. Worked good until like 2002 or 2003. Cool. 5 all res, 3MF small charm. Nice. Not perfect, but more than good enough. It always makes me sad whenever it's like, it's got to be perfect, or I don't pay anything for it. It's like, okay. Has no trade value if it's not perfect. It's still fine. I would totally use that charm. I need to stop multi-shotting everything. I'm just like in the mental habit of right-click because of some of the builds I've been doing off camera. Did we have any bolts up here? Nope. Okay. But yeah, I don't do a lot of trading anyway. I've never been big on trading. I don't like bartering with people. Because it always comes down to like optimizing for the sale rather than optimizing for what you need. Because frankly, I don't need a Zod. I don't need Enigma. Neither of those are on the plate for like what I want to do with the game. So it's like, why those have no value for me. Valkyrie's back here drawing in everything from this side, so let's go ahead and back up. So you built a PC from the ground up since 2008, which was... Oh, you haven't built a PC from the ground up since 2008, which is the first and only time you stood in line for Black Friday. Mostly slotting in and out parts for cards became too fat for my case. Oh, until they became too fat for my case. Yeah, the 30 series is chonky, boy. They are like 100% chonky, boy. And I actually have one of the cheaper 1080s, for those of you that are wondering. It's a 1080 Ti, but it's one of the less expensive ones. So, from back in the day. And nowadays, the 1080 Ti's are still going for a lot of money, and it's ridiculous. I'm slightly scared of the people who are paying a ton of money for like 970s and stuff like that. It's like, my dudes, don't do it. It's not worth it. Wait, sit with what you got. You're getting like multiple years back generation stuff for the cost of a new card. You're better off waiting until 2023. 011D Mini, that's a nice case. As long as it's got plenty of airflow, I'm happy with any case, though. Ow. Can you guys not? Thank you. You have a 1080 Ti laying around. Time to see how much you can get it from auction. Probably a few $100. I mean, it's not going to sell for as much as you bought it for, but it's still a decent card. It can run most new games. But yeah, I do know that I eventually need to upgrade, but cannot afford. 360 top, 360 hot, 280 pull exhaust side. Ah, nice. I don't do liquid cooling because it's just mostly not worth the hassle for me. And dead end. I knew it was going to be a dead end. I was hoping that my minions would actually distract these little doll bastards. There, take a decoy. And yes, we do need the extra XP, so I don't mind stopping and killing some of these. Just for the lulz, but... yeah, I grew up in the days where liquid cooling was just like not worth it at all, because it was just high risk, decent return but high risk. But yeah, AIOs are an easy way to do it. It's just you have to worry about whether that AIO creator did a good job or not with their AIO, because there have been some recent issues where they just completely just fried themselves. I'm just going to run past that. That's not a good... Ow! That's not a good encounter. This is not a good encounter either. You guys not. He digs. I really wish these little shits were not quite so fast, but of course they are. Hi, asshole. I just want the waypoint is what I want. I don't care about the rest of this stuff that much. Can you not? Thank you. You're too paranoid of a leak. Well, AIOs in general, the big problem isn't going to be a leak. It's going to be them like having their formula wrong or mixing metals and stuff like that, and you not knowing about it, and then it resulting in a completely clogged up thing and your stuff overheating and frying itself. This is online. But these are account self-found rather than completely solo self-found. We're not trading or anything like that. This is the same character I've been doing the past few streams, but yes, we do play it online. Only time it won't be online is if you see me like building like test builds and stuff like that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and nuke them. I forget if it's actually going to show the password when I do this. I forgot to turn this on again. Because for a while there, yeah. Okay, why did it not actually do it? So game name and password, apply. Okay, it's just not going to show it. That's fine. But I am online. I knew that would show the game name at least. Error works if it spins, but if pump fails and you don't know it, you're cooking your CPUs for dinner. Yep. Pretty much. And that's one reason why I'm not a big fan of... I don't like having to remember all that, and if you do a custom loop, you actually have to worry about changing the fluid and stuff like that. And also you have to worry about, with AIOs, it just slowly losing liquid after a while. Just because, you know, that's how things work. It's how physics do. That's how physics do, my friend. That is not what I wanted to do, but thank you. I didn't realize I had swapped skills, so now we had a level 1 Valkyrie instead of our level 15, which sucks. A full rune, yay. I mean, I like the look of custom loops and stuff like that, but am I going to be doing them? God, no. I can barely be arsed to actually build a computer. But let's see. I know that some people really love it. I'm okay with it, and I can repair stuff, but I'm not a big fan of just building computer after computer. That's why I'm not a tech reviewer or anything like that. It's like, I could review products. I'm not going to sit there and like review video cards and stuff. Ow, no! There's a lot through that door that I don't want to be dealing with, but we're going to deal with anyway. It's all lightning immune. Thankfully, they're not too strong against the Valk. Why are you guys not taking any damage whatsoever? Your big brothers took a lot more damage, and why is our mercenary? Mercenary, stop being a complete dumbass and come over here. Thank you. Wow. Oh, pathfinding 101. Literally, you should have it check the path at least a few times. You made money building, so you did. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, we all got to make money somehow. Would it be a bad idea to run a duct from an AC unit to a PC for cooling? There's a Linus Tech Tips video about that. I'll let you go look that one up. I'll just let you do that one.
It's locked.
That's only 2 socket. Not worth it. We could do Ort Soul, I believe. No, not Ort Soul. Ort Shale, I believe is what it is. I always forget what it is. The crappy bow that a lot of people get in normal. No, it's just a video where he basically took a condenser and attached it to his computer. Shoot that. Hey, there's a shale. Yay. But let's see. Did we miss the waypoint somewhere? Because I've gone. Oh, it's gonna be right there by the entrance, isn't it? Isn't it? It's gonna be right there by the entrance. So let's go ahead and put up a town portal there. We're gonna have to walk over there. I was kind of hoping to run into it first before going down. That way I'd be able to go replace my bolts. Just doing shitty chilled air then, yeah. Pretty much. It's just like they also did one where they built a computer inside a fridge. It doesn't work, but I mean, anyone who knows about that kind of stuff would tell you it doesn't work. I want to get back away from these guys. Wow, we missed all of you. Thanks. Can your shitty pathfinding be the same as my mercenary's shitty pathfinding, please? Thank you. Oh no, your shitty desyncing is going to be as shitty as my mercenary's desyncing. Is ambient super high? Oh. Actually, I do have super high ambient temperatures in where I live, so. It is still, it's middle of the night, and it's currently still double-digit Celsius in December. Well, November, December. It's close enough. I can call it December. Let's see, where the hell is the waypoint? I think I actually know where it is. It's not going to be here. I just want to find some bolts. That's a follow skull and some arrows.
I need a key.
Maybe we should just pick up arrows and actually use that craft for once? Please, God, no. Don't make me resort to that. It's going to be right by the entrance. It's the only reason to do chilled air. Yeah, because you're basically just transferring off heat. You're not trying to cool the fins. Well, I guess you would technically be cooling the fins because you're transferring heat off of them, but trying to get heat off the CPU and away from it, not just make things cold. Because cold air will eventually heat up if it's stagnant or anything like that. So let's see. This is a dead end. I'm getting annoyed by these guys, so I'm just running past them. I know that's not what I should be doing. I should be fighting them. Get more experience, get more levels. But I really do think... Oh, why are there so many of you fuckers? Stop. Stop coming after me. Because we can't seem to get any kind of, like, summon on our Valkyrie either. That was risky fighting him right next to me because he could have killed me. Changing from carpet to hardwood floor in your room lets your PC have a little bit more cooling. I actually keep my... And I'm in a big agreement with a certain other YouTuber that talks about get your computer off the floor. I actually have mine on the top shelf of my hutch. So if there's an earthquake, I'm dead, but... it's above me. But yeah, I keep my computer above. I'm not quite... I am not in, like, the middle of a desert or anything. And also, fun little tidbit, and this is actually one reason why air conditioning in, like, Hong Kong and stuff like that is such a big thing, is the more people using air conditioning, the more you need air conditioning. Because it's transferring the heat outside. because the energy of the heat has to go somewhere. Let's see. That's why a lot of companies are actually building like data centers and stuff in northern regions and things like that. Keep the ambient low so you have to spend less cooling. Let's see. Just toss that there. This goes there. I need to condense those down a little bit. Well, guess what you get to deal with? Let's go ahead and hide user on this channel. Yay, spammers. Can it ban them, please, already? Thank you. I don't know why YouTube does that, where it takes an hour and a half to ban something. That's so fucking irritating. Pardon my French, but seriously, YouTube, whenever I say ban someone, ban them. Thank you. And I really feel like sad if anybody falls for that nonsense. And for those of you wondering, it blocked 4 messages, and I don't know how many came through. But, yeah. I hate those bots. I really do. They're just irritating. It's not like anyone's dumb enough to fall for that crap. Oh, I don't have any gold on me. Yep. Be able to play on the toilet? Gangsta. I feel that one. If I had to choose one platform to actually play it on as far as consoles, I would actually choose Switch. Yep, YouTube is basically, I'll block them eventually. If I feel like it.
Yes.
What's funny is we've actually not had them in stream for several streams. So, and I don't think I've ever walked down here. They need to put something down here if they're going to have that. Blue Shaco, no! You need a white Shaco. But oddly enough, YouTube has gotten better at blocking some of the bots, but they're still not great at it. Because there's still the... Oh, God, I'm trying to remember what kind of bot they're called, but basically it's a spam bot that spams links. It's got an old Game Boy feel. Yeah, I like the Switch. I have a Switch. I need to do some Let's Plays off the Switch, but I need to actually set that up properly for it. God, Peasant Crown dropped today? Yay! Peasant Crowns are fun. I don't really bother upping them because all it does is give you a little bit of extra defense. But as far as how good they are, they're actually really solid little helmets. They're basically your upgrade from lore before you get Shaco. Because they give, yeah, way better bonuses. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. Time to deal with Mephisto. And I would have been so mad if that would have dropped a bolt. I would have been like, bite me, game. Bite me. Oh, you're going to make a... you want it to look like a Shaco. Okay. But it's not green, dude. Let's see. Are they on that middle platform? They are not. They're going to be up here. And this is just basically free XP because they can't see me. And we have plenty of mana to just do this and, like, take a short break, then murder them some more. Oh, we've got some guys right there by the door, too. Lovely. Can I get my Valkyrie by any chance? There's my Valkyrie. Yay, and we got slow missile on these guys as well. Not that it really does too much. It does slow their fireballs down. Socket with an emerald. It doesn't work that way, not with uniques. I wish it did. That would be hilarious, but that'd still be a dick move. I have kept an emerald cap, though. You wonder how the Stream Deck release in 3 months is going to be? I don't know. I know that a friend of mine who knows absolutely nothing about technology said that their kids were wanting a Stream Deck for Christmas. I'm like, probably not going to get it, first of all. And second of all, on how much money you make, you might want to double check that before you say, oh, yeah, sure, it's way out of your price range for the good ones, my friend. Because you might as well buy a desktop PC for that. A cheap one. Oh, here they come. They have spotted me. Thankfully, they kind of just have already been damaged a little bit, so it's not that bad. I am fine with these things shooting me. I am not fine with them killing my... I wish there was a way to heal the Valkyrie, by the way. And Iron Golem. I really wish there was a way to heal Iron Golems. I would use them more often then. And these guys are considered melee enemies, so they are going to be dicks, by the way. Is Crescent Moon Runeward viable for Zealot? Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Is it best in slot? No, of course you're going to want like Grief or something like that, but it's fine for a Zealot. Let's see. I'm going to... Ooh, this guy's immune to physical. You are a jerk. He's immune to physical and lightning. Oh, let's see. Did they enhance damage on certain enemies they feel like they hit harder? Not really. Some of them are a little bit more irritating, like the Minotaurs take advantage of the gut. Can you fucking stop? I'm trying to talk, you asshole. Back off. Why did it... Oh, you piece of shit. Why did it just lose lock on him randomly? That is horseshit. Okay. Anyway, we are guided arrowing him. But anyway, did they enhance damage on certain enemies? No, not that I'm aware of. But things like the... whatchamacallit, the Frenzy Tors and stuff like that can be really irritating. I really wish our Valkyrie would summon. Wow, can you cast... Game is pissing me off because it's not functioning properly at the moment. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just shove this guy off. Can you stop randomly losing lock? Thank you. But yeah, it just keeps randomly losing lock, and it's pissing me off like nobody's business. It's not even funny. It's just like, why? Why is this being a complete and utter dick? Go away, you jackass. Thank you. Okay. But no, there are... Oh, what the... Okay, mercenary, thank you. And why are they all physical immune? Swear to God. It's like, oh, you want to actually damage us? Tough shit. Okay, so it summoned a new one of those. That'll actually stand up to it. He's not enhanced. Oh, wait. She got really bad rolls. No. No. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for getting really bad rolls, Valkyrie. I'm going to push him into a corner and kill him that way. That's just how we're going to do it. But yeah, it keeps dropping me physical immunes, which is not a fun thing. So, yep. There goes the Valkyrie. Thanks for randomly just stopping lock. That's exactly what I intend to do. I don't know why it's randomly dropping lock. It's really being irritating. So I just kind of want to like just shank something real quick just because it's being that way, but still. There's other types of drops you've been getting though. We just got another rare ring from Trav, 24 life, 1 dim. I mean, that's, you already have all the good stuff. You don't really need to worry about getting other things, but I mean, I guess you can. And that's one thing about trading is you're not going to get all of these items just like right off the bat. But I really am, I hate it whenever it does like a bunch of physical immunes all in a row when I'm playing a partially physical character. It's not the game's fault, it's just RNG, but it's frustrating. Give me more bolts. I think I still have a full stack in here. Yeah. Okay, time for Mephisto. Mephisto. And we'll be done with probably the most frustrating act in the game.
I need a key.
So we'll pop the armor stand, spiderweb sash. That would have been nice if it was unique. Okay, so we'll bait you with that. Come on. I know you can see me. Mr. Dude. Mr. Dude. Come down here. I know you know where I'm at. Come here. And yes, he will blizzard if he loses sight of you. Oh, and that's actually a good layout for us. Mercenary decided to get stuck up there. Haha. His pathfinding helped us for once. So now we just cheese him. Because he can't see the mercenary because the mercenary is bugged, so Mephisto doesn't see him as a melee target. He sees him further away. And that's true of all act bosses. All act bosses do that behavior where they're considered melee units as far as their AI. They will attack the nearest target, prioritizing player, though. So that's a thing. But yeah, Mephisto's going to be easy. He'll just get stopped every now and then by the mercenary standing in the way. Kind of like the mercenary janks us sometimes. Mercenary doesn't get in our way, he just stops in a random location and it's frustrating. So anyway, while we're waiting for this, how are you guys doing? We've basically done Act 3 today, which was, it took a while. That's because we've been just kind of putzing around doing randomness stuff. So it's not a really big issue. So we'll just sit here doing Magic Arrow, not even using up our bolts. We'll just punch him in the face. That's all we need to do. And the reason I'm not summoning Valkyrie to help is because she will cause him to do a poison over there, which could kill Mercenary. And that's one downside to having peace as well, is it might randomly summon the Valkyrie up there too, but so far we've been kind of lucky with that. And since we didn't break sight with Mephisto right now, like he can see us, he just can't target us. He's not going to do a blizzard on us. Whereas if we were like in one of those side rooms trying to duck in and out, he would drop a blizzard on us and rip our face open. Because his blizzard actually hurts quite a bit. I have gotten killed by it before. But this is the cheese way to get it if you are under-leveled like we are and just kind of just horsing around. We're, of course, going to have to tank him whenever we are the next 3 classes because we agreed to do a martial arts assassin using a controller. And then we're going to have a zealot, and we're going to probably have a frenzy barb if I had to guess what I'm going to choose as my next one. So let's take the soul stone. Is any of the rest of this worth keeping? Not really, but I'll take it anyway for money. Actually, we'll take the Brandastock, I think. Definitely want the Grim Wand. Actually, we'll take the War Sword and the Scissors Guitar. And that'll leave us room for the Spiderweb Sash for even more money. Keep pressing O instead of I, because I'm a dingus. We'll go ahead, and if it's not locked, we'll open this chest back here. It might be locked, though. Yeah, it's locked. I need a key. One reason why we picked up that key earlier and I forgot we had it. You hit the lotto in the first 2 weeks. Got 2 bears, 2 ohms, 1 vex, 2 gold, 2 maul, 2 3 SOJs, but nothing since then. Oh, awesome. That's almost as much as you found in your old D2 LOD career. Yeah, ever since 1.13, the drops have been a bit better, though, and I think they did... I know this is kind of like a weird thought, but I think during the first couple weeks, they did actually raise the drop rates for some reason. I'm not entirely sure, but it felt kind of off. Just a hunch. Because our drops have been somewhat different. So is this good? No! Is this good? Yeah, we're going to keep it for the low sets, but it's not really that great. And he still doesn't identify stuff in the bloody stash. Because he's a jerk. He's a jerk!
Greetings.
Cain is the true cause of evil. No, they've already revealed that he's not in Diablo 3. So let's go ahead and get out the other two. These are probably going to be garbage as well. It's worth checking, though, at least, I guess. Identify items, waiting for the item to resolve. Find out whenever we go to sell them. Is it good? That's actually not... I mean, it's not terrible. It's not a high enough weapon base to be good, but it would actually be okay for a mid-level weapon. It would not be your end game weapon by any stretch of the imagination, but it's an okay mid-level. Let's repair everything. We already have full arrows there. You're missing your kid's birth to watch this. I'm sorry. I mean, probably shouldn't miss that. Although it's not necessarily for the squeamish. Oh, let's see. I don't have kids. I don't plan on having kids. I don't want kids. I'm not a big fan of kids. It's not that they're all innately bad. It's that the bad ones are really irritating. That's what everyone has said. Everyone says they patched the loot tables. No way to truly know unless we uncompile the CSV data packs for each patch. Even then, because that can be changed server side. The no drops can be super easily changed server side. They would not have to push them through in single player. So that could be strictly a server side patch. They can adjust the drop rates server side and never have to patch the game. At least if it functions like old Diablo 2. Because that was something that, yeah, you could log in even with mods set up and the servers set their own rules for that. Because it's a server side kind of effect. It would be in the Mon stats, I think, if I remember correctly, what they would adjust with that. Although what I think probably got adjusted was more the quality formula as opposed to the rate formula. So I think they probably had just normal no drop rates. I think they might have like made certain things more common. Adjusted the weighting as opposed to adjusting the drop rates, if that makes sense. And honestly, I think it would be kind of cool if there was a way for them to do that, like, not necessarily on a per character basis, but basically give you a small magic find boost whenever a character is, before the character's beaten the game. And they sort of do that with the boss drop thing, where like if you kill a boss, the first time you kill a boss, you get a bonus kind of like to your drop on it. That's where the Endarial bug is so important, in that it boosts what she drops. And now that it's like a common thing, it's just nobody really thinks about it, but yeah, every boss has that. Like, you will get a better drop from Diablo the first time you kill him. You will get a better drop from Mephisto the first time you kill him. That's why, if I was being smart and not just completely lazy bum right now, I would totally have switched over to more magic find on their first kills. For Mephisto just then, and for a few other things. But I'm fine with what we get. I don't really care too much. Most of the things I want are not magic find based. They're just, they will drop if they drop. I think you have noticed that whenever you have found, there's like 3 games with the same item within like 1 or 2 games after you found that item. Like you found a Bone Shade, almost perfect, and then probably found another one soon after. If you're playing single player, you can actually, the way, if it saves your maps, which it does in single player, you'll actually run into a situation where if you have a normal spawn for a unique, like a unique boss, you can actually end up getting the same drop over and over again. I ended up getting a ton of my... I have dozens, literal dozens of IK hammers because of that. Because it does... The map seed is the same. So whenever it goes to run the numbers, you'll have very similar circumstances. So you'll get that IK a lot if you're not changing your magic finding amount. So it's very strange. But there was one map that I had, I've lost the map since now, where right next to the waypoint was a boss pack, and it almost always dropped Immortal King's hammer. Well, RNG is not perfect. And the Diablo 2 RNG is far from perfect either. It's not true RNG, and you're not going to get that with any kind of, like, game. But, yeah, it's just one of those things that you'll notice. And it's one of the reasons why people will farm those weapon racks and armor racks in single player. Because if you can reenact the same actions, it will drop the same thing over and over again. Like if it's dropping spiderweb sashes, you'll get a spiderweb sash if you do that exact same action over and over again. Which is really good to have right next to a waypoint. So you can get it without like random enemies nearby that have changed the RNG. So what you'll do is you'll farm that, you'll adjust your magic finding, you'll start keep upping it until you start getting the right drops, and then you'll eventually just get a, well, Arachnid's Mesh and stuff like that. That would be over. That's one reason why they probably don't let you keep maps in online, is because people would do that and completely ruin the economy. Because you'd get a flood of Arachnid Mesh, you'd get a flood of various weapon uniques and stuff like that. The most rare things would probably still be jewelry. What was that noise? That was a weird ass noise. The hell was that? That sounded strange. It sounded like somebody was crawling in the bushes outside my window. If you're crawling in the bushes outside my window, stop. I will shank you with a 7-inch knife. Oh, lordy. What's bad is I actually have lived in a place where I felt like I kind of needed a knife next to my bed. So, yeah. It's not out of the question for me to have that. Let's go ahead and nuke all them. I think it's just the wind blowing, personally. That or there's something crawling around in it, because there's animals here. A lot of cats love the bush outside my door. You'll leave the bushes now to avoid being stabbed. Probably a good plan. And if you hear me adjusting how I'm sitting, it's because my back's killing me. It's a side effect of the antihistamine stuff. Think that maybe that if a monster goes down at the exact same time with same IP subsets in different games, the server rolls the item to be the same, but both with different stats maybe. They might even actually have the same stats. And the RNG in Diablo 2 is... There's a few things that factor into it. I don't think we have pinned down everything that impacts it, but like the direction you approach an armor stand matters. The number of enemies nearby whenever you pop it matters. Well, actually, it's the number of entities, not necessarily the number of enemies. So if you have a bunch of summons, it can change it as well. So do keep that in mind if you are going to be doing farming that. You may get different results if you have summons up, like a golem or something like that. But that's another reason why Lower Caress in single player is such a good place to farm. Because you'll end up with a bunch of those armor racks as well, because those love spawning in Lower Caress. I hate these little things because they just get knocked back by everything. You can fart on them and they go flying, but ugh. I have to kill them so I have a clear path back. Because we're about to be in Gloam territory. But there's probably other things that affect the RNG as well, because we actually did do seeded runs as a series for a while, and I might return to that. I don't know yet. Sorry, I might return to seeded runs in the future. It'll be in LOD, not in Resurrected, but we'll see. Oh, yep, we have Gloams. Hi, Gloams. Go, Valkyrie. Be my meat shield. And they are going to reaction lock me if I don't get them down quick. And I hate that they're lightning immune, because then I can't do my whole little trick with, whatchamacallit. Okay, so we've got Doom Knights, which is fine. Doom Knights are decent enough. I would rather have something I can leech off of, but... Do I know a good rune word for the Amazon helmet? Its lore is fine. Generally speaking, rune word helmets are not going to be that great. For the Amazon, you're going to want leech helmets. Hey, we do have something we can leech off of. Sweet. I'm fine with leeching off of these guys. And we're going to switch over to magic arrows since they just conveniently lined up. Works fine. Oh, we've got... Gloams! Why are you such dicks? Burning Soul. Oh, wow. The Burning Soul isn't targeting him. That's kind of cool. Hey, we got another one of you. Sweet. And yes, I know I'm low on life. I was hoping to leech some of it back from these idiots. No, a seeded run is where you actually set the map seed. Because that's actually something you can do in classic Diablo 2, is you can actually force a seed to work. So like we did the 666 seed and we did a 1337 seed over the time of it. And if you have two characters that have the same seed, their maps are going to be the same. And it does affect RNG to an extent, but not entirely. So we did get different drops on the different seeded ones because it's not the only RNG factor. Healing potion, healing potion. Launching all the volleys because, frankly, this stuff hurts. And we have, like, almost no chance of actually hitting things. So it's going to take us a while to actually kill them. Okay, I heard a gem drop. There's a flawless diamond. There's a refilling shrine. Too bad that doesn't refill our arrows. But yeah, there's a lot of commands that you can, command line arguments that you can do in LOD
What do you need?
to help you kind of, for single player that is, that can actually have a lot of fun side effects. One downside of doing a seeded run in LOD is that you can't run it with the, oh, whatchamacallit, I'm trying to remember the command. Basically the direct text command. So you can't run it with mods. Can you up your Mage Plate Enigma to an Archon Plate? Nope. Once you've made it, it's in that forever, and there is no formula for upgrading Rune Word from like normal to exceptional or exceptional to elite. The only things that have formulas for that are going to be rares and uniques. I really wish they'd do it for sets. That would be so much fun. People are like, but Saigons would be... No, Saigons would not be overpowered with it. The strength requirement on it would be ridiculous. If you upped everything to elite, it wouldn't be worth the strength required to wear the shield. That's why you don't see people running Medusa's Gaze. Yeah, Mage Plate's not a bad choice for Enigma. I generally go for light elite armors, but Mage Plate is one of those that you can guarantee is going to be 3 sockets. So it's really, really reliable, basically. Saigons is a nice set in general. It's just... Let's go ahead and just nuke them from afar. Hey, thank you, Valkyrie. These things wouldn't have actually seen me if it wasn't for the Valkyrie. Normally, they would be shooting me by then, but... And unfortunately, we're not getting any leech because there's nothing off of there that gives us leech. Let's go ahead and switch to this. And yes, we are using up our arrows using guided arrow on these, but it's fine. For your spider, only need 55 strength, and it gives almost enough for all gear. Yeah, But if you were to like upgrade them to exceptional or elite, it would cost a metric ton. Let's go ahead and switch over to this for these guys. Why did it get rid of what I had? Oh, because we had the flail on there. I find that ridiculous, but that's fine. Can I? Oh, I'm fucking bullshit. Stop. Thank you. And yes, I know this is not hurting the gloams, but I need a moment of breathing so I can switch over to the other skill, because it takes... This is one thing that really is pissing me off about D2R. It takes the skills off of there if you don't have that specific weapon equipped. It's like, come on, you sack of shit. Stop unequipping my crap. It's not nice. There we go. Hey, Mocha, how's it going? Oh, let's see. You were always under the idea that there was a possibility that players' gear, eye level, Q level might affect the RNG on BNet drops as a secondary effect of Magic Find and possibly no drop. It doesn't affect no drop, I can tell you that. As far as RNG, it theoretically could impact the RNG, but chances are it doesn't. You're more likely to be impacted by, like, just more random factors, like the location of... Oh, for God's sake. Like the location of enemies and stuff like that, where it's a little bit less able to be manipulated by the player. That's the reason why they use the enemy counts, enemy locations, and stuff like that to seed the RNG a little bit. G-Face, High Lords, Drax Grief. Okay. Featuring charms and stuff. It's pretty good. Okay, so we got rid of them. We were getting murdered. Due to any item that could have been, a rune has a higher chance to roll. But yeah, charms and stuff like that will auto magic, so you don't really need magic find for them unless you're going for Geeds. Geeds is the only unique charm that you can just randomly find. I've gotten a lot of mine from Diablo, weirdly enough, and he's not supposed to be the best drop for it. Let's go ahead and get more life, because we are getting ripped to pieces! Lightning Fury is going up, and we might use it at some point. If we ever get high enough to use that... Well, actually, we're 2 levels away from it, so we might. We might actually get high enough level for that. The replenishing javelins. Oh, no, 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 no. I saw you down there. There's a ton of them down there. If you're hunting runes, make a Java and run cows with highest character clear rate. You can. The Javazon is not bad for getting runes. Personally, I prefer running Chaos Sanctuary, which means I usually run like a Strafer or a Zealot or something like that. That can clear those super easy and super quick. Same for Travancore. And I really hate that these guys run away so much. And that is hitting a wall. Because he is hiding inside the fucking post. Nice. Are you not dead? Oh, bite me game. Okay, lightning on these guys definitely. Okay, no bolts off of... Oh, there's some bolts. Sweet. We need those. Did it? Oh, it put it into the offhand. That's not normal behavior. I mean, I can make one of those in single player just fine, but yeah. There's the boss mob. This guy's not going to be too bad because, well, we can knock him around. Nice. I play, this one is account self-found, so I don't have all that stuff because we're not trading or trying to upgrade to anything. We're just going through like you would if you were a new player and didn't want to trade. So we can actually just get all the stuff that we want. Ah, Jesus Christ. I hate fucking gnomes. And we always seem to get the like massive number of gnomes. It's because I don't like them. But yeah, I've played since the betas, like the original LOD beta. Not LOD, D2 Classic beta. And then I was in the stress test, and then I played release. I need to go through my old hard drives and see if they're actually still working, because I might be able to get the old stress test file at least. It wouldn't work anymore, but... Let's go ahead and get rid of these guys. Let's see. Oh, there's already bots. There's auto clickers aren't even the only thing. There's literally bots. But there's also people who are just clicking fast, and there's latency issues and all that kind of stuff. But let's see. You're building a fire orb source. You prefer fireball over meteor. You think that you should level fire orb instead of mastery as it has a higher support. For fireball orb, generally speaking, I just do max orb, a little bit into mastery if I need it, minimum of 1, but a few points if I need it. And then on the fireball side, I'll do max fireball. I'll get down to meteor and get that leveling up, and then I'll kind of like alternate between that and fire mastery. There is an optimal path through it, like how you do those, so that's, yeah. Maybe the server sees that you have all the good endgame stuff you need for all your characters, so it just doesn't give you drops anymore. No, it doesn't work that way, but that would be kind of sad if it did. Lightning. I don't recommend lightning orb to new players. Fireball orb is generally going to be the easiest, like, kind of starter setup. I mean, orb fireball is going to be the slightly easier starting setup. Lightning is really strong and really powerful. It also requires a lot more mana than fire to do this kind of same things. But both of them are good. I still need to do the lightning orb budget guide, which is perfectly viable. I also need to do the lightning starter guide as well. But lately I've been on a kick of doing the late game, these are weird things build. In fact, I really loved the one that I'm going to be releasing on Friday. I will, just a second. There you go. It's now public. Yeah, for some reason it caught that as spam. Probably because you used the word spam. Let's see. You're thinking of doing lightning orb or lightning wall. There seems to be way more fire cold immunes than lightning cold or lightning fire. Watch the video on Friday and it might give you an idea. Yeah, especially if you already have an infinity. I got tired of people saying that such a certain build that wasn't viable. So I made the build video for it because, frankly, I haven't really seen one anywhere. It's a build that's been around since 1.1. So, yeah. I was like, this is a build. People use it. It's just because it wasn't super popular. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. But, yeah, I literally got frustrated with people saying, this build is garbage and doesn't work. And so I made the build video to show that it really does actually clear a lot of the farming areas faster than even a normal lightning chain lightning sorceress. And yes, we are focusing in on them, because Gloams are assholes. Let's see. But there is a lightning wall build. It's just not lightning. It's Nova. But needless to say, it wrecks shit. Okay, so we've got you. Hopefully he didn't lure his little friends. He did. So we're going to go ahead and kill his little friends. Let's go ahead and use that one instead. He's going to do more damage. Oh, he's targeting me. Sweet. That's fine. we'll have to back off for a little bit and actually let our mana recover, because this does use up a chunk of mana. I don't want to use all my mana potions on him. Your two sources are Max Blizz and Firewall / E-Shield. I'm not a huge fan of Blizzard. Blizzard is a great boss killer, but the fact that so many people have like built it up super high makes it really annoying to make sorceress videos. Because people are like, I have a Blizzard source and I can't get through hell. No shit, because there's this whole thing called Act 5. It's Act 5 is going to, and there's also a lot of cold immunes in Act 1 too, but those are a little bit easier to juke and avoid. In Act 5, they're just everywhere.
I am overburdened.
But it's like, they're great for farming. People need to realize they're not great for just going through the game. So we'll throw that on there. Yeah, your Blizz source wrecked face until she ran into cold immunes, then respec into Orb Wall and was able to move on. Yeah, Orb Wall is pretty popular right now. I'm not the biggest fan of having two skills that require cooldowns, but especially considering Wall's cooldown is actually a little bit long comparatively. But it works. It works for what you're going to do. Only because you didn't want to invest into a 220 Circlet and 220 Amulet in Infinity. You don't need Infinity for any build. It just makes certain builds easier. Where is our stairs? Our stairs are down. Are they down here or up there? I think they're up here. I think that's the stairs. Okay, lightning time. Yeah, that guy goes down relatively quick. Nice. Okay, let's go to town real quick, because I can't guarantee that I'll find the waypoint super fast in there. And I want to get my full rejuves back up. We need 3. And we never have to deal with Gloams again, except for in Act 5. We have a few places in Act 5 where they can be, which is annoying. Then she started running into fire cold immunes, which is why you considered lightning wall. Fire cold immunes are not super common, but they do pop up. They're going to always be super uniques, unfortunately, but you're going to run into lightning fire immunes too. They're usually in the earlier acts, so. And we are kind of going jabbies on almost right now. Mainly because, yep, things here. There's going to be one thing that can spawn here. No, 2 things. Keep forgetting about the bats. But yeah, there's 2 things that spawn here that can be lightning immune. And I think we only got one of them on this spawn pool. So get rid of you, because you were actually targeting me. The rest of this should be relatively easy. Diablo is going to be a lot of running around in circles, which isn't that bad, but it's frustrating at times. Because we are, as I said, under-leveled. You should generally be in your 80s by now. If you are new to the game, you should generally be aiming to be in your 80s by this point. It's also why you're considering Enchantress plus Lightning. Now you just need to get her dex up to 188 because upgraded Kuko is no joke. Oh! You don't really need to upgrade Kuko, but if you did, that's fine. Only reason to upgrade Kuko is for a little bit more physical damage. Now the question becomes, what did you socket in it? Did you socket a shell? Did you socket a Neff? Did you socket to him? Socket to me? The cake? Cake. Yeah, we'll just wander around this area until we find the stairs and waypoints. I love that they spawn together, though. Makes life so much easier. And with only 1 lightning immune here, I think we are going to stick with the javelins.
I am overburdened.
You are not overburdened, you dingus. It's 2 socket. Okay. That actually could have been... We could use that for a lore if we wanted to. And he's multi-shot, which is going to make him a little bit painful, but I think we can handle it. especially considering we actually have fairly decent fire resist. Let's kill his little friend first. Okay, so your spectral hit, multiple shots, which makes you resistant to everything. You're stone skinned, so you're immune to physical. You're just a jerk, aren't you? You're worse than Izzy. You joik. You put a shale in it. Awesome. Let's go with multi-shot on these guys. What is our chance to hit them? I don't think it's going to be terribly high. Yes, 54%. Now, our magic arrow actually has a 54% chance of hitting as well. I don't know why they don't fix that, but it's a bug that's been around since the dawn of time, where magic arrow, fire arrow, and stuff like that don't actually give you the attack rating boost, they say. And you guys are going to eat all the lightning. And the reason I'm doing this particular one right here is because they're spread out. Whenever they start clumping up, I can do that and just nuke them a little bit. And we still have that bouncing around. Goodness gracious. You can see going hybrid is not a bad idea. The hybrid's on is a thing. Time to nuke everything. I know that, oh, by the way, I know that Riss got a copy of Grim Dawn, so I might try to, like, not step on his toes with that one, but I still want to do some Grim Dawn on here. And I want to do some Last Epoch, because that's actually going to be good for the channel if I get into that and can get it to kind of the level we have with the Diablo 2 content. I need to learn it well enough to do that, though. Which is, it takes a while to learn it that much. And also, there needs to be better sources of information, too. Because right now, there's actually not that many great sources of information on a lot of these games. There's good ones, but you have to sift through a lot of, like, really crappy wikis and stuff like that that have half information or, like, misinformation and all that kind of stuff. Or old information. That's a problem that a lot of people getting into Diablo 2 have. They don't know about Amazon Basin and stuff like that. It's just definitely one of those things that if you've been around long enough, you know about it, but other than that, it could easily be overlooked for the stuff that's not quite as good of information. Aim for the shadows, boo! It tells you where they're at. There's a couple more down here. Let's see. We'll probably get through Act 4 tonight, and then do Act 5 on the next stream. Because I am slightly determined, but also it's getting late. I need to actually get some more stuff done. I've gotten this week's videos set up. I need to work on the new format for First Strike and stuff like that. Get some of those videos out. And start in on the Grim Dawn LP. I'm behind on everything except for this channel, so Oh, they are ganging up on me. There you go. Blood maim die. Okay. Healing potion, yes. Oh, these guys are immune to lightning. I always forget that they're immune to lightning. They're just jerks. So do we want to do the other quest here? That would actually get us some more XP. We need 2 more levels. Well, level and 2/3. Can I show my gear and level at the end of the stream? I can show it now if you want. Those are our skills if you're curious. This is our level, 74. Currently have this kind of setup. And inventory-wise, we have Bariza, Talrashas, Eye of Etlik. We need to really upgrade that probably. Peace, Resist Gloves, Resist Belt, Resist Boots, Resist Ring, and Raven Frost to keep Cannot Be Frozen, and just a bunch of Resist Charms. Anyone need an Thresher? You need some threshing? Okay, so we got, like, not a terrible setup here. How I would love to be a Zealot right now. And speaking of Zealot, we do actually have multiple 4-socket zealot shield, so I will probably be doing a spirit shield on him, even as a zealot, because I have one with like decent resistance stuff. So we will be okay on resist on the paladin. I should probably transfer over a spirit for our shield on this one, because right now we're using the Saigons, and it's not really that great. It's giving us the +1 skills, which is fine, but it's not entirely necessary. And we're just trying to conserve ammo for the moment. Nothing here is too terribly threatening. If we get across a boss pack and need to do guided arrow, then we might be needing that ammo for something more important. That's why we're not going full speed. We're conserving because we actually do want to kill everything. Thank you for the bolts. And I think that looks very weird at our feet, for those of you who are curious why I was like, this looks strange. Can I? There we go. Get some lightning jumping between them. And that will bounce around quite a bit. And we'll go after him with the big one. And the lightning skills are actually going to be pretty good against bosses as well. We used it against Duriel, and that worked out quite well. We'll see if they fix the Diablo bug or not. Don't know yet. And if I remember correctly, Thresher goes up to 5 sockets, so you could still make an obedience in it if you didn't get the 4 for the infinity or anything like that, which is the most common thing for that Thresher. And obedience is pretty solid, just as a good mercenary weapon. A lot of people forget that, yes, Act 2 mercenaries can just be given good weapons and perform okay. It is a thing they can do. They can act like the Act 5 mercenaries and actually kill stuff. Which is not a common thing that a lot of people do with them. It's kind of sad. Let's go ahead and take these little buggers out. Mercenary's going to do a lot of the work against them, because he can actually hit them for some reason. I can't. Even though we're the same level. It's because he actually put more into dexterity and stuff. I forget how to determine their attack rating, because I don't think it shows it on there. No, it doesn't. But there is a way to figure out their attack rating at any given time. It's just my brain doesn't want to do it right now. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. Mercenary can deal with them. They're just going to wander around looking for corpses to eat, which will lead them to my mercenary because he's going to be near things that are dying. Okay, so we have... Oh, lightning enchanted. Oh, he's immune to physical too. Sweet. That means he's not immune to lightning. Haha. They can only be dual immune, so... Yeah. Eat this. Nice. I will take the full rejuve. Thank you. And one nice thing about having lightning immunes around is they just can bounce this between them infinitely. They're not going to die from it, so they just serve as an anchor point for it to circle back onto the ones that are already there, which is hilarious to me. It's another reason why I like using that bouncing chain lightning that we have. That is actually, if we could have the same masteries and stuff, would be better than the sorceress one. It bounces so many more times. It's ridiculous. I think we want to find the waypoint before we do Mr. Big and Happy, which I think he's up there. So that's a thing. And as we start getting more levels, you'll notice that things become significantly easier to hit. That's one reason I'm not dumping a lot into dexterity. Oh, hi. Oh, hi-oh. There's oh, it's a boss. Okay. We'll, like, focus in on him specifically, because that multi-shot from these guys really kind of hurts. The Abyss Knights, as much as the Oblivion Knights are given a bunch of crap for being really big pains in the butt, Abyss Knights themselves can be a royal pain. What? I have encountered a bug. Oh, fucking hell. Yay. For those of you wondering, we have encountered a bug. One that I have not encountered before. I can't shoot. I can't do anything. Let's see. Can I actually... Haha. Yes. Trying to think of ways to get out of it. Controller to the rescue. But there's a bug where you can't move. You can't do anything. Apparently flicking the controller works. I'm glad I had the controller plugged in. So, having even just a cheapo controller plugged into your computer, probably a good idea with this game. That's the first time I've encountered that bug, though, which is really strange. I don't remember what the triggers are for it, but yeah. In case you get bug frozen. It's a super uncommon bug, but it's definitely one of a few in this game. Wonder what our Valkyrie... Oh, there's our Valkyrie. I was like, what's our Valkyrie doing? She's just on a sabbatical right there. She went for a walk and not the good kind. You wonder if switching to old graphics works? If we have it happen again, I'll check. But that's the first time I've had it across, what, 4 characters? 5 characters? So I don't think we're going to be running into it too many times. Let's go and take them out. It's going to keep casting that bone armor like an idiot. Which is fine by me. I don't mind it doing that. Imagine if that happened to a hardcore character and they died. I would be pissed. Because that's death to something beyond your control. Which is always... It always feels dirty. It always feels dirty whenever you die to something that is beyond your control. So... And, I mean, you'll lose hardcore characters regardless. Slip-ups, personal slip-ups, random enemies that are just too tough for you and stuff like that, but still. Whenever your items are bugged in chat, you can switch to legacy mode and get them back to view them. Okay. You hope they get these bugs fixed by June? I'm afraid to ask what happens in June. Are you getting a new computer? Or getting the game, maybe? There we go. Nice little bounces. And that's going to serve as like a little Tesla for us. Bouncing around to stuff. There's another replacement of you. And we'll just go ahead and bounce these again. Nice. But yeah, I'm not sure how much more bug fixing they're going to do. If they don't fix the increased attack speed bug pretty soon, I'm going to release some of the broken build videos. I've been resisting it, and I know that other creators have actually gotten all on top of that and released a few of the builds that I would have released as well. But yeah, you thought ladder was going to start in June, like how resets on normal Diablo 2? I don't know. They haven't released an official launch date, and they haven't even released an official duration, because there were talks about 3 months, 6 months, 4 months. I think 4 months would be good, but that might throw some people off, especially if they introduced items with each of them. Almost as bad as that guy who lost his level 80 sorceress because of connection error. What happened when he took a waypoint to Frozen Highlands? Died because his character was in-game while loading. Yeah, they said they fixed the waypoint bug. They didn't. It keeps your character in stasis for a certain amount of time. I don't think it keeps it in stasis for the entire loading thing. Okay, you up here need to go away. Yeah, Abyss Knight, get knocked around. But yeah, there's been a few people reporting on a few platforms that they've been losing hardcore characters to the Frigid Highlands waypoint. Don't take it. Don't take the Frigid Highlands waypoint. It's one of them that is known to actually have things spawn on it, because they'll spawn on those stairs and pathfind up to you, which is all kinds of frustrating. So yeah, just don't take that waypoint if you don't have to, especially not on hardcore. I take the waypoint because I have to kill Eldritch and Shank, but you don't have to in hardcore. They're not necessarily the best farming targets anyway. They don't have near the drop pool of even Pindle. And Pindle is far less risk because all that stuff stays on the ground. Okay, so we're going to drop some lightning through these guys. Get a few circles going. And then we'll deal with the Abyss Knights. Mercenary will probably take out those top two up there before we take out this one. Oh, almost. He almost got it in the same amount of time. That's fine. And this should be the waypoint. Yep. Okay. You just kind of get a feel for how soon it's going to be. So now that we have the waypoint, we can go take care of Big and Ugly. They are most certainly going to release new rune words with ladder because they wouldn't inundate the population with the old ladder. Only rune words for nothing. You never know. I do sometimes assume things about them, but it's one of those things where it's like, I don't believe that they're going to do a lot of these things. And yes, that is actually... It depends on how much of time and effort they want to invest into it. They don't always invest the most. And since they've already basically... trying to think of the best phrase for it. Since they've already snagged the Vicarious Visions team out of Diablo 2 into Diablo 4 development, there may be some issues with that. It's also a reason why our updates are a lot slower now. So, I really need to do some gambling. I'll do it on a higher level character, but that's 76 for it, isn't it? Yeah, 76 for that. For those of you wondering what I'm working on getting to, we don't have any of the Amazon javelins. We don't have Titans or anything like that, so we're going to be using that because it's replenished quantity. It's decent enough damage. It will work. It's not amaze balls. It'll just work. So let's go deal with Big and Nasty. How you doing, Big and Nasty? One Strangler? That's fine. Deal with them in small packs. It's fine. So what rune do you think we're going to get dropped here? I'm guessing an L rune. Knowing my luck, we're going to get an L rune. Okay, so you're Holy Fire. Let's go ahead and just beat you down. He's going to be really scary if he hits me. I think he's still focused in on the Valkyrie, so that's good for me. Just a little bit. Yeah, he's focusing on her because she's closest. Yay! So we'll take him down fairly quickly. Come on, down you go. Thank you. Healthforge Hammer. That's just what I wanted. Let's take out everything around this first. But yeah, I would love to see, probably my most wanted thing would be a season with a bunch of class-specific rune words added, if they are going to add them. They pushed back Diablo for a whole year. You think or hope, or rather, maybe D2R might have upcoming content that will bridge D2 and D4 via content and lore. You'll have the Diablo 3 as the bridge, unfortunately, so not a lot that they can do there. But you might have, like, side stuff and side lore added, I guess. You could. For me, I feel Diablo 3 was good for what it was, but it's not what I wanted. That's my approach to it. So let's see. I need to reset my skills so you guys can guess all that stuff. Let's go and grab you. And we will grab that. Flawless Sapphire, Perfect Sapphire, Flawless Ruby, and a Fall Rune. Okay. I think we already have a Fall Rune. Diablo 3 was Warcraft and Sanctuary. I know. And there's our 4th Fall Rune. Yay! Now when we find those, they go into the junk pile too. Sweet. I'm going to clean this up real quick. So let's see. We have those. I'll throw that on the ground for now. Because it's bothering me having that many in there. I forgot to take that out of there. So we'll go with 3 of those, 3 of those. Okay, so those go over there. Do we need to do the skulls? Probably. And yes, I do hoard freaking perfects. You're just glad they didn't make D2R cartoony and lame like D3? It would have been just totally destroyed in reviews. I mean, it's already getting a lot of shit in reviews because it's not exactly like D2 LOD, or it's not different enough from D2 LOD, so there's always going to be mad people about it who review bomb it, but it's, yeah. It was horrid in your opinion, especially adding Paragon levels that made you literally kill everything on the screen at once, doing trillions of damage as a demon hunter. Oh, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Paragon levels, but it's an arcadey Diablo is how I view it. If I want to play something simple and just kind of like dumb big numbers, I'm blowing stuff up, then yeah, Diablo 3 fills that thing, and I do enjoy that from time to time, but it's not like I can't main Diablo 3. It's not good for me. I don't like it that much. If I'm going to go arcadey, I usually go like arcadey racers, believe it or not. So Abyss Knight needs to die and stop poisoning me, you asshole. I don't care about the cold damage one. I care about the poison damage one. Although I actually really do like how they designed Abyss Knights, by the way. On a more positive note, I think they are one of the more interesting enemies in the game, despite not doing any curses or anything like that. The fact that they are a hybrid, that's like active hybrid. Like once you get close to them, they will bash the living crap out of you with their giant ass sword too. So it's awesome to me. They are a good, they're a well-designed, just basic enemy. They are your Death Knights. So I'm doing this to actually get my health back up after that poison. Because these guys are pretty good leech targets. Because they're fleshy and tasty and all that other fun stuff. Oblivion Knights, they were scarier whenever they had Iron Maiden and stuff. And their lower resist does help them become a little bit of a threat in this, but they're not... Frankly, I find Abyss Knights a little bit more intimidating to deal with. Ow! That is a... I think that's a pure magic one, or is that lightning? Can never remember which one's which. Yeah, that's pure magic. You can tell by the color of his magic hand. That's not something I never thought I'd be talking about somebody's magic hand, but it's fine. So, are we gonna die fighting Diablo? You're not mad, you've been playing for 20 years on and off, and you think they did a good job with graphics in D2R. I'm guessing they're going to let this die out in maybe 1 to 2 years. Honestly, I would be surprised if it they're still going to, they're probably going to set up an automated system to reset the seasons and stuff like that and just let it ride on autopilot, if I had to guess. It's one reason why I'm not too confident in them including new rune words and stuff like that, or new sets or anything, because that would involve putting resources towards developing this, and I don't think that they were intending that. I think they're going to pull a Sony and the PlayStation Mini kind of approach. That's my level of faith in Activision. And yes, I am saying specifically Activision on this one. Activision Blizzard is technically a hybrid, but yeah. In this case, they are definitely full-on business mode. They're not really interested in the games. They're turning into EA is what they're doing. But where they buy up promising small studios, get them to finish up certain things for them, and then butchering them. Totally expecting D2R to remain relevant and more popular even after D4 comes out. It'll still be playable. I can almost guarantee you'll still be able to play it when D4 comes out. I don't think it will necessarily be as popular as those of us who love the game, like love Diablo 2, wish it would be, but Mercenary, don't die. What are you dying to, you dumbass? Oh yeah, we barely anything here is lightning resistant. Let's go ahead and go full lightning mode. Ouch. Okay, you bastards need to stop being jerks. Wow, we are literally getting reaction locked by them because of the stupid Decrepify. Can you stop for like just 5 seconds? For fuck's sake. Thank you. And that poison is super frustrating. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back to town and replenish our stock of supplies, probably. Hi, Venom Lord. Yeah, we need more arrows. We forgot to pick up our bolts off the ground as well. We need more arrows. But yeah, Activision Blizzard, they don't... A lot of people are like, oh, they make terrible games, and they're talking about how Hearthstone and Overwatch are terrible. They're actually fairly well-polished games, believe it or not. They're not my personal favorites. I mean, I played Hearthstone when it was in beta, but it's definitely... I don't like the RNG factor of it. I think it's an oversimplified TCG, and it's not really that great of a designed one, but it's polished and accessible, which is what they lean into. They want to sell as many copies to as many people as possible, and they make good games in that regard. They don't make good games as in innovating or advancing any kind of game development or anything like that. They don't do that very well at all anymore. And no, I don't even think it's necessarily because the Schaefer brothers and them left whenever Blizzard North was shut down by Vivendi. It's literally just that happens to companies. There isn't a company that has remained innovative and advancing in the gaming space yet. Eventually, we'll probably have one that can actually do that. Devolver Digital is looking promising. You have, like, Adult Swim Games, at least for a while, I don't know if it still is, was actually really big on publishing and advancing kind of innovative titles and stuff like that, or experimental titles. But for the most part, I don't think we've had one that really just stays innovative. Hell, EA was innovative whenever it was starting out. Oh, why are you guys able to get into the walls? I know they're on the other side, and that's just a graphical thing, but geez. Geez, my dudes. Okay, so we're just gonna plunk through these guys. We'll run up here, throw some lightning on them, and hopefully not get hit too much ourselves. There we go. We're going to get decrepified every 5 seconds because they know I hate that. There's an antidote potion. Sweet. Let's see. Now, the little, like... Oh, the Mana Leech guys are lightning immune, if I remember correctly, but they're the only ones that we have to worry about in that regard. So we can tank for Mercenary while he takes out these 3, while those are hopping around taking out the Oblivion Knight. Hopefully. It's hopping to him. There he goes. I don't know why our Mercenary swap targets the further away. It's something else. And I don't hate Blizzard. I don't see eye to eye with them a lot, and I am very open about that. That's why I don't get any kind of special treatment or anything. In fact, they pretty much just fucking ignore me. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, Stormcaster needs to go away. This is going to probably be the hardest batch, so we're going to do it first. The other 2 are not going to be a huge threat. What I'm hoping is we can keep Valkyrie on this side, and that they will spawn across there, and I can just multi-shot them before they find their way over. And that's not working out because he's already come over here. Let's go ahead and get out of the way. Valkyrie's just going to do her own thing. And, oh, he's cursed, too. That's absolutely bullshit, but yeah. Let's see. Mercenary is actually fighting them. Okay. Go, Mercenary, go. No, go back to him. Go back to him, Mercenary. Fine. Riot is setting some interesting ground for the universe that is Runeterra. We had a lot of fun playing Wild Rift, and Arcane was amazing to say the least. Can't wait to see their MMO. I mean, they're not a bad company. They've been doing some things to improve. They've had some internal issues, but beyond that, I don't really have too many issues with them. Since they do have some internal issues. They've had some issues almost along the same lines as what Blizzard has, so I do tend to keep them at an arm's length, but they're at least working on it. As far as gaming goes, I think they're realizing that League of Legends is not going to be a cash cow forever, so they're going to have to branch out. So they're looking at Blizzard's progress and applying the Riot feel to it, which is generally a bit more of a complex game, which is a good thing. Wow, I can't hit anything. There we go. Can I hit you? Because we're going to have to kill this guy eventually. Come on. There you go. There's one down. Where are the rest of them? Okay, so they're in there. Mercenary's not going to be targetable by them because he's still bugged. And these guys do consider their AI melee. We might run out of arrows doing this because they are healing, are they not? Let's watch this guy's health. I've got him hard locked now. So if he starts going up on life, that means that they have started triggering their healing, which would suck, which means this would take about an hour and a half more. And yeah, his life did go up there. Yep, he is slowly healing. So they do have heal mode on. Nokazan Relic is actually not terrible. I guess we could do javelins on these guys, since we don't actually have to hit for that, but at the same time, I really don't want to burn through all of those for that. Why did it stop shooting randomly there? That is a bit weird. He's slowly finding his way over there, by the way. Mercenary is. He's got his Holy Freeze slowly. Oh, what are you doing, Mercenary? Desyncing, maybe? I don't know. We're slowly getting through them. It's going to burn all of our bolts to do so. Hey, there's one. Hi, guy. I guess we could just do Magic Arrow and focus one down at a time. But that whenever that happens, whenever they start moving off, you'll start not doing damage to the rest of them, which means they'll just have time to sit there and heal up. When in doubt, cheese it out. I'm really surprised we haven't gotten a Valkyrie over there, by the way. If you haven't noticed, we've hit several times. Oh, there's the Valkyrie. I was about to say, she's gonna summon eventually. So there's one down. Okay, Infector of Souls, just stay on that wall there. You'll be dead fast enough. We're down to 17 arrows, so we have to switch to Magic Arrow. I don't even know what our Mercenary is doing. He is around there somewhere doing something. Yeah, he's down there. Now he finally gets down there. Get him, Mercenary, get him. Did we get him? I think we got him. Yeah, we got him. Yay! Only one healing potion used on that as well. Just all of our bolts. Oh, thankfully we have more. So anyway, but yeah, Nokazan Relic. It is useful for some things. It's not really great. It's low level. But that hit recovery on it isn't bad. And it feels like there is something there that I can't walk onto. And that is not the skill I wanted, thank you. And I kind of want my Mercenary and Valkyrie going after the lightning immune, so I'm going to just focus in on using the Javelin for the most part, unless we get a swarm of the Finger Mages. And Mercenary can get hit by the Oblivion Knights. That's another disadvantage of Oblivion Knights, but for the most part, we can be fine with it. See, we're nuking things. Hi. Ouch. As we get poisoned by whatever is up there. I think, yeah, the Oblivion Knight poisoned us because he's a jerk. And he's lower resisting us. So guess what? We have negative 96% poison resist. Sucks. Oh, it's a boss mob. You guys go down there first. Go, Valkyrie, go. No. I need Valkyrie first. Oh, multi-shot. Nice. I kind of wish you could... That's one thing that I do kind of wish Inferno did. Instead of just getting longer, say like every 5 levels add a stream to it, and you'd actually... It would improve it greatly. Wouldn't make it good, but it would make it more interesting. Give it a Fan of Flames kind of effect from D&D. Walk up and just blast things in the face with it. Nothing beats point blank fan of flames. Can't wait for the League fighting game to come out. The FGC can introduce even more salt to the LoL community. Let's just go ahead and nuke all those. Yeah, I'm staying back from these because they hurt. We've knocked Desace back enough that the fanaticism won't necessarily always get to us. Just because he gets hit and he doesn't move. He's just like, I am a thing. You are indeed a thing. Oh, he's multi-shot too. Nice. Nice immunity there too, by the way, Mr. Dude. Okay, War Scythe Flail, not worth anything. We're at 167 bolts. It's going to be a little bit rough. We might end up seeing if the lightning bug still works. So we can get up next to him and just stab him in the face and hope he doesn't fire up. The fire probably wouldn't kill us. We have 75% fire resist, so we're pretty good there. So let's take out these guys while they are distracted by the one big dude over there. In fact, let's help. There you go. There. Now you guys can actually fight things that are immune to my stronger attacks. And you kind of, as far as Diablo 2 goes, you kind of just have to work with what it gives you if you are not doing twinked runs. Which, by the way, for those wondering what twink is, that's where you give a lower level character gear from your higher level characters. Okay. Stormcaster, do I want to... I think I might actually prevent the spawn for a minute. So I'm going to hit this one first. Which lets me deal with them. Okay, so these are all getting peppered just a little bit. Just kind of what I want. I just wanted a chance to prepare for Diablo. That's why I didn't pop the other one first. Because if this guy was cursed, which he is, it would really hurt to just run straight into Diablo with that. There we go. And they are dead. So we'll prep up for Diablo. We'll probably get some extra bolts in case the lightning trick doesn't work anymore. Set that over there. We don't need extra fuller Jews, I don't think, but we could possibly get them. Double check those. Get these bolts topped off. And we'll get a couple more stacks on him. Just in case we want to just sit outside his range and just guided arrow him to death. But you have to sort of be able to see him to do it. What we would be doing is running around in circles, guided arrowing him. I think... Yeah, we do have a couple more, so we'll put one in there. I say I have a couple more. I have a character with like 30 of them. So, yeah. I'm not running out of those. So we'll pop out the portal. Grab that, switch to there. Not even death can save you from me. It takes him a minute to say it, but we've got a level 15 Valk. Let's see if the lightning bug will work. I want to get all up in his business. Okay, lightning bug does work. Okay, so the lightning bug, for those of you who are wondering, whenever he does his lightning animation, due to a bug that extends the range of it... Oh, geez, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts. Stop doing that. Thank you. It will actually end up with him shooting the lightning over your head, and it starts behind you if you're close enough to him. And someone was saying it's not in the game. It's still in the game. It's still 100% in the game. We didn't need either of those. We're going to take the Jagged Star, the War Sword... And we are going to go to Act 5 and call that a stream. Next time we will finish up Act 5 and finish up this character. We'll have yet another character through hell. I'll probably start a poll after this stream, probably like tomorrow morning, that is for the votes on the next character for the stream. It will be between the Barbarian, the Paladin, and the Assassin. I'm trying to keep it fairly limited. We might start additional characters as well. I don't know yet. But anyway... May you find all the items you're looking for, and keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.